thoughts of Rob Edwards, the Wolves boss. Chris Iwelumo, of course, former Wolves player. He makes a really good point about them fighting for their futures, doesn't he? Because some of these players, he'll be looking who's got what it takes when they get in the Championship and who actually is checked out of the club already.
No, I think you're spot on. I think by 4 p.m. today, he's going to have learnt a lot about the group of players as a collective, as individuals as well. He sees them every day. He's chosen a very, very strong side with a lot of quality in it that's expected, and he will truly believe that they should go out and comfortably win this tie. But it is the FA Cup that he's alluded to there as well. And yeah, they're fighting for their lives. You know, why not go in a little cup run, give the fans something to be happy about, albeit it is a bit of a doom and gloom season.
As a striker, Chris, I'm looking away to my right-hand side. There's plenty of patches of mud around this surface, but the penalty area away to our right, I mean, it looks almost like a mud bath. As a striker, as a defender, how do you deal with those conditions on the pitch?
No, well, you can't think too much about it. They're still working on it now. It's just one of those things, you know. I think you just have to go out there and just try and get your head focused on there is going to be opportunities today. You know, the goal doesn't move. Just make sure that the connection on the ball is right. You do your job as a striker. For me, you look at the channel runs, the bog area. So that's what it's all about.
Here they come then, the two teams led out by our referee today, Sam Barrett. And what an atmosphere inside Blundell Park. It's the 5th FA Cup tie between these two sides, for the first in 37 years. In fact, it's the first meeting of any kind since 2003, when this fixture was a regular second-tier encounter. Grimsby Town have already created waves this season with that League Cup win over Manchester United, and despite being the second lowest ranked side in the competition, they might just fancy their chances. Unbeaten in 10 and with more clean sheets than any side in England since Christmas, the Mariners are on the move. Hard to say the same for Wolves, who come here rooted to the foot of the Premier League table. They haven't tasted victory since the third round win over Shrewsbury, and they are winless on the road since April last year. That said, 3 of their 4 wins this season have come in cup competitions, but all are Molineux. However, memories of this match-up from the past may just inspire the latest Wolfpack to deliver. Their semi-final from 1939 still holds the attendance record at Old Trafford and is one of 3 wins for Wolves in their cup encounters. But these sides share more than just on-field history. The previous floodlights here at Blundell Park were originally the property of Wolves until Grimsby bought them, and today it's the Mariners who are hoping to turn the lights out on Wolves' FA Cup journey. The two teams are out. Away to our left-hand side are the visitors. They are in green or turquoise, and it's the traditional black and white stripes for Grimsby Town away to our right-hand side. Chris, when you come to these kind of conditions, they really, I mean, it's a cliche about the FA Cup, but it's so true, isn't it? These conditions, the weather, everything, this is such a leveller.
Yeah, it is. I've played at this exact ground in similar conditions, and the fans have a massive part to play as well, but you have to just deal with the elements. You have to believe in what you're about as a group. There's going to be hard moments in this game. You just got to be able to pull your partner out of it, and then go and deliver a performance as well. It's all about what you do with the ball in this game. Can you be competitive? Can you go and compete and get the ball down, be aggressive, be on the front foot, win those individual duels, and then take the game from there?
It's interesting watching David Artell walk across the corner of the pitch very gingerly, because it is quite slippery down there, that's for sure. They were sweeping water out of the dugouts first thing this morning. The pitch has been covered since they played on Wednesday night here against Accrington Stanley. The FA funding a balloon cover, which takes some time to come off. It was removed this morning, and it's left us with a playing surface that, to say the least, will be challenging. Already, Grimsby have picked up almost £250,000 in FA Cup prize money. They've twice reached the FA Cup semi-finals, and here they are once more, looking to reach round 5 for the second time in 30 years. It's a 5th consecutive FA Cup home tie, and Wolves, as we know, haven't won a game since that victory against Shrewsbury Town in the last round of the competition. The noise is relentless. We are ready to go on Talksport 2. It's the magic of the FA Cup, but could it be the romance of the FA Cup on this Valentine's weekend? Sam Johnson immediately unsure under his feet, all in pink away to our right-hand side. The ball is launched forward, and he's going to come and collect that. Sorry, Jackson's been at the edge of the penalty area, will collect it, should I say, and tries to get it clear up on that far side. Comfortably looking after the ball here at the back, flipping a ball forward towards where Johnson is loitering. Both keepers wearing 31 in this game today. Johnson, of course, coming in for Sarr. Last appearance was against Shrewsbury. Sarr has been the first choice. Early chance here for Grimsby. Ball swung in from that left-hand side. It was brought over by Touré and headed away. They'll come again once more at the left edge of the penalty area. Right-footed shot in and just fizzes wide of Sam Johnson's left hand upright. He was down low to try and get across to it, but the effort driven in by Vernon is wide of the left-hand post.
Yeah, it's excellent from Grimsby. No nonsense, just getting into that attacking third, bodies breaking the neck. Burnham's done it well. Cooley's put a fantastic cross in, defended well, but picking up second balls and then just to take that opportunity on, coming inside, trying to find that bottom right-hand corner. Fantastic effort from Vernon.
And Sam Johnson's gone on the floor once in this game, and he's absolutely plastered in mud. He's just made another very poor kick away to our left-hand side, and the clearance as Adam Armstrong was chasing on is dealt with quite nicely this time by Tyrrell Warren in at centre half today for Grimsby away to our left-hand side. It's the first throw here for Wolverhampton Wanderers, midway inside the Grimsby Town half. We've been playing for 90 seconds. Adekadare wins it. It comes back towards Muller-Wolfer on this near side, and now Andre, who's back from injury, is fouled in the middle of the park and immediately looks at the mud that's gone up his left arm straight away, and it's going to be a free kick for Wolves in a dangerous position midway inside the Grimsby half.
Yeah, he's done well there. Andre, picking up second balls as soon as he's aware of the challenge coming as well. I'd rather him just get out his feet and just take the shot on there. It was a soft one.
Matheus Mané will be the man who will deliver this free kick for Wolverhampton Wanderers. He's about 40 yards out from goal. Everyone forward with the exception of Chichoa, who is lurking at the edge of the centre circle. The 18-year-old looks like he's going to swing this in with his right foot from midway inside the half, and he does, towards the edge of the 6-yard area, and it's well gathered that time by Jackson Smith in the Grimsby goal. 13 years in the academy at Wolves for Smith from the age of 8, and now having a terrific season. Clean sheets in 7 of his last 9 appearances for Grimsby Town, who try and pick the ball up again in the edge of the centre circle, out to this right-hand side. Harvey Rogers has it. Burns on this near touchline will come back towards halfway. Tyrrell Warren's there, and ball just getting caught underfoot. Adekadare doing the chasing, and it's cleared once more by Smith first time. Over halfway, Krejci wins the header, and it's a throw for Grimsby on this near side. And the home side have settled well.
Yeah, they have. You can see that they're used to playing on this pitch. It's the ball sticking here, it's bobbling there. This is where it'll take 5-10 minutes just for Wolves to kind of get used to it. Players losing their footing as well.
Picked up on the near side by Santiago Bueno, who launches it forward and finds the head this time of Mechanic on that far side, and there's a free kick. First of the game for Grimsby, about 10 yards inside their own half, and Sweeney's going to take it on that far side.
See, I don't think that's a bad ball for Muller-Wolfer up to Big Adekadare. I think he's got to use the physicality. Can he just try and pin the centre back and just allow his teammates to get up and support? With the physicality, he should be winning those aerial duels anyway.
And 4 times FA Cup winners, of course, Wolves. They will expect progression today. Adam Armstrong on that far side tries to play it forward. Ball runs out of play. Armstrong actually was in the Southampton side that lost to Grimsby in 2023. And we'll put those memories away this afternoon for sure. Here's Mosquera with a throw on that right-hand side. First ever FA Cup appearance for Yerson Mosquera. Despite spending, of course, a few years at Wolves, he's been out on loan and missed out against Shrewsbury in round 3. It's volleyed forward towards halfway. Andre will pick it up, does well, finds Mané on this left-hand side towards the edge of the penalty area, and it's well defended on this near touchline by Dara Burns, who puts it into touch level with the edge of the penalty area, and it'll be a throw down this left-hand side for Wolves, and they'll go for the long option here. Yerson Mosquera striding forward. Yeah,
it's just another option, isn't it? I think I've got to say, very impressed with how Andre started, picking up great little positions, winning the majority of the second balls as well, but it's in that transition as well. He's using the ball well and keeping Wolves in possession.
Pressure here on Jackson Smith, the keeper, but Mosquera's not really got the purchase on that throw he would have desired in these conditions, not really surprised. And now the counter's on for Grimsby down this right-hand side, and it was Burns who's just run out of it in the end by the returning Mosquera. Cabby on this near side, Grimsby's leading scorer. Forward again to Burns. Burns spinning at the right edge of the penalty area, gives it to Rogers on this right-hand side, plays the early ball in, and it's cleared away from the 6-yard box. It's a brilliant ball, and it's well defended.
No, it's excellent from Rogers. You're looking at it's Burns that goes round the outside, it just pulls the defender away, and Rogers still has that ability just to find it and squeeze it in between 3 Wolves players. Good little balls, well, had to be defended well.
Started 18 of the last 19 has Harvey Rogers, can split himself between centre half and right back, but it's right back for him today, and he'll have the throw level with the penalty spot down this right hand side for Grimsby Town. Back with Rogers again, edge of the penalty area, spins and turns the ball away with a little bit of help from Turi that time, and it's a clipped ball forward from Tyrrell Warren. There's too much on that, and it spins away into touch, and Sam Johnson will have the goal kick, but one of the Grimsby supporters behind him has just thrown the ball away from him.
Adam, it's very interesting. I'm looking at David Artell. He's talking to 3, so 3 with Arikadori. When he stays up, he's got 3 around him, so there's no risk taken there, because they obviously know about that space in behind, and the big man can move as well, even when they're in good possession in that attacking third.
I think that's the first clearance that's come from Sam Johnson that he's got aerial in this game so far. Armstrong clips the ball down the line, almost got stuck in the mud. Arikadare's chasing after it. It's a brilliant sliding challenge coming in from McJanet across on this near side. In fact, it may have been a sliding challenge in onto this near touchline. Really was using the conditions to his advantage to try and get that ball out of play. And it will be another throw on this near side from Mosquera, level with the edge of the penalty area. Gets the throw into the box, headed away first time successfully. Now on this left-hand side, Mosquera's tried to clip it through. Muller-Wolf's there, digs a ball out towards that back post. It's taken down by Andre, and then the shot driven in and blocked from the edge of the 6-yard box. It was Mané with a shot, and now on this near side, Cabia with a chance to try and break, but Mosquera's alert to the danger, keeps his footing well on this near touchline. It's probably where the worst of the conditions are, right in front of the dugouts, right in front of the oldest stand in the Football League right now. Here at Blundell Park is where we are sat, as Krejci goes long towards Arikadare, who fouls Sweeney on that far side, and that will be a free kick for Grimsby Town at the edge of their own penalty area. Chris Owen.
I think we've got to talk more about the ball that Muller-Wolf just put in. I think that's an excellent ball. I don't understand why João Gomez just doesn't take that on. He's trying to set someone. He's 13 yards from goal, basically nearly central. Put the foot through it. That's the question there.
Hasn't scored a goal since last February, João Gomez, maybe lacking a little in confidence. Not everyone in front of goal was as confident as you, Chris Owen. And that free kick is launched forward, and it's going to be picked up. Not going to go out of play, it's going to slow down on the surface away to our right hand side, and Johnson will get it forward, heading forward towards Cabia inside the penalty area, fighting hard, and Johnson has to slide out, and he does, probably about 5 or 6 yards on the slide towards the edge of the box to gather possession for Wolves.
Yeah, it's a fantastic little ball down the side, and Cabia was alive to it. I've got to say, excellent defending from Bueno, wasn't it? Just got his body between ball and man, allowed Johnson to come out and collect comfortably.
Almost 9 minutes played on Talksport 2, where it remains Grimsby 0, Wolves 0 in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Another throw on this near side for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Bedwards prowling the technical area away to our left hand side. When Grimsby actually got to the quarter-finals in 2023, they actually beat Rob Edwards Luton en route in that competition, so he'll have some memories of coming up against Grimsby as a manager, of course. Offside flag against Arikadare on that far side, and that will be another free kick for Grimsby Town midway inside their own half. Chris, it's not going to be a day for pretty football, is it? No,
it's not, but I still need a little bit more quality from that ball from back to front there. That was a pass to Arikadare there, and he is onside from the first initial one, but when he kind of gambles off the aerial duel that's won, he's got to be a little bit smarter, but the ball has to be bigger, never hit too short, always too big, especially in these conditions.
Mosquera just loses possession. Andre picks up the loose ball, and now the counter's on for Grimsby. Again on that left-hand side, on the charge towards the edge of the penalty area. Cabby is forward, Rogers is there, gets stuck in the middle of the pitch, and it's worked towards the edge of the box, trying to find an opportunity to shoot here was Vernon again, but it's left for Sweeney. Sweeney down that left-hand touchline, and again just over hit the pass maybe a little, easily defended on this occasion, just as Vernon was going to try and put the cross in, but they do get a throw.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of the ball, Charles Vernon. I think he's using it well as well, and great energy. Little give and go, tried to get round the outside of Sweeney as well, but like you say, that pitch is just holding up the pass. I thought the weight of pass was excellent as well, just kind of held up.
Andre captaining Wolves today in the middle of the park alongside João Gomez. Strong side from Rob Edwards, but since the January sales, not too much left really in terms of additional bodies in and around the group if he wanted to rest players, but this really is a focus, a good cut run, as Rob said in his audio, a chance to see what some of his players are really made of maybe. Ball won well that time by Jesaturi on that far side, and it's out for another throw on that left-hand side for Grimsby Town. We are 11 minutes into this game on Talksport 2. Any more FA Cup action, of course, to come later today. Don't forget, live and exclusive on Talksport from 4:30 this afternoon. Arsenal against Wigan. We mentioned that Grimsby are the second lowest ranked team. Well, the lowest ranked side, of course, are Macclesfield, and they take on tomorrow night Brentford. That game live on Talksport. All the build up from 7 o'clock as they look for another giant killing, having already taken care of Crystal Palace in this season's FA Cup. Andre trying to win it inside the centre circle, does well because he had two Grimsby players all over his back, but he managed to keep the ball alive nicely. Chachara on that far side tries to get round Charles Vernon, but it's a good sliding challenge by Vernon, and it's out of play for another throw on that far touchline for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Midway inside the Grimsby half. Huge stand on that far side. You can see out to sea, the most terrific views from it as the throw is taken towards the penalty area. Well controlled by Adekadare, who managed to get a shot away, and it just slows up as it looked to be rolling out of play, but it hit a mud patch inside the 6-yard box, and Jackson Smith had to be alert to the danger.
Well, that's it. You know, I think I don't mind Adekadare getting the shot away, and it's Mulla Wolfa will also understand now that he can gamble. You've got to make sure that you chase and follow everything in, because it did hold up a little bit there, and like I say, Jackson Smith had to react to that one quickly.
The home record in these conditions has been so good for Grimsby of late. They've won 4 of their last 5, unbeaten in the last 6, and pretty adept at keeping clean sheets and shutouts here as well, which given Wolves' inability to score throughout this season may work in their favour. There's a counter on here though for Wolves down that right hand side. Jackson Chachar gets the ball in towards the edge of the penalty area. Mateus Manet on that far side gets the crossover, but it's put out for a corner. It's well defended that time on that far side by McJanet, and now a chance for Wolves to swing one in on the right hand side.
Oh, he's got to do that every time he has that space. I think Jackson Chachar, I think he's got to just drive, open up, ask that question. You know, Grimsby have obviously won the toss, and they've switched it around. They're shooting downhill a little bit with a little bit of wind behind them as well, so I think Wolves have to keep the ball on the floor sometimes, but it's down the channels.
Very light rain continues to fall here on the north East Lincolnshire coast. It's a parky day, that's for sure. And Andre probably having some issues doing his laces up, because his fingers are probably, well, if he can still feel them, for sure.
I just like the fact he's come out with a short sleeve shirt on as well. That's what it's all about.
I've never understood short sleeve shirt and gloves, really. It doesn't make much sense to me, but you can probably explain it.
I never wore any short sleeves. It was all the while.
Or gloves. Manet drills that one low. I don't think he caught that well. Apologies to his teammates, because it's comfortably cleared as far as Andre, who just tries to lump a ball into the penalty area, headed up in the air, and it's going to go out of play on this near side, and it will be a throw-in on this near touchline for Wolves.
Yeah, but it's good quality coming in, defended well, and like you say, I think that's what has to happen. You know, I think bodies are venturing forward, trying to pick up second balls, but this defensive unit of Grimsby, they are well structured, and it's that first contact coming into the box. More often than not, a Grimsby contact.
Throws so far from the Colombian Mosquera have been poor. Let's see what he can do this time. Yeah, again, just finds a Grimsby head, controlled by João Gomez at the edge of the penalty area. Mosquera tries to lump a ball into the box, but only finds Andre, and his uncomfortable header falls nicely to the feet that time of Kuri, but He can't control it, and in the end, Jackson Smith has to come out and gather that through ball inside the penalty area away to our left-hand side. Quarter of an hour gone. Grimsby 0, Wolves 0. You're listening to the FA Cup live on Talksport 2 with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability. Price may vary. Here come Wolves down that right-hand side. Adekadare is fouled off the angle of the penalty area that time by Jezaturi. And it's going to be a free kick on that far touchline for Wolves in a really good position.
No, excellent position as well. And as soon as Adekadare got good possession of the ball, you had Jackson Chicharro as well trying to break down. He's trying to fire it across the floor to him to put him through, but as I said, it just held up with the conditions. There was one that just happened there. It was Andre got good possession of the ball just in the centre circle, and the ball for Armstrong was on, but he's trying to get back onside. If that defensive unit can step up from an attacking point of view, he has to step up quickly as well, and then he's actually running towards the Grimsby goal with the way to pass on the ball.
Mane will deliver this from that right-hand side for Wolves. It's probably about 5 or 6 yards outside the penalty area to the right-hand side, a couple of yards in from that far touchline. Referee Sam Barrett is happy. Plenty of bodies in that penalty area for him to aim for. It's a good delivery as well, punched away by Jackson Smith in the Grimsby goal, out as far as halfway, where Jackson Chicharro is there, and he'll launch one forward into the box. And Adekadare tries to get there, and he does get there first, but he fires the shot just over the top of the crossbar. He wrapped his right boot around it from about 10 yards out, just to the right-hand side of the 6-yard area, but he couldn't find the target.
No, it was an excellent run. I've got to say the ball from Chicharro as well. It was just excellently weighted, just got too much purchase, knew exactly where the goal was. Jackson Smith was coming out, stayed big. Just got to try and have that little bit of composure, probably take a little bit off it and just lift it over the goalkeeper there.
17 minutes played, it remains 0-0 on Talksport 2, and this time it's Jackson Smith's turn to struggle with a goal kick as it bounces straight into touch between the two dugouts on this near side, almost colliding into our fourth official today, Premier League referee Thomas Bramall. Throw down that left-hand side from Wolfer, headed away from the middle of the park that time by Jamie Walker, should I say. And Walker started all the FA Cup games so far in this campaign. A couple of goals, should I say, against Wildston in round 2 as well. He faced non-league opposition in their first 3 encounters in this year's campaign, did Grimsby Town, but did it successfully. So runner-up in the Scottish Cup, actually, back in 2020 during his time with Hearts. Over halfway, a throw comes from Grimsby Town, flicked on by Kabia. Adekadare fighting hard, using his strength there, and on that occasion managed to just get the better of Warren. And it will be a throw on this near side, much to the disgust of those around us, to Wolverhampton Wanderers.
I've got to say, I think it's a fantastic challenge from Warren there as well. I've got to say, Adekadare's just thrown him all over the place, and it was like a kind of bit of a reaction as Muller Wolfer just takes that touch, and I've got to say, really strong but fair challenge from Warren. A bit of a reaction here.
Yeah, Harvey Rogers and Mosquera just continuing to row thereafter. I think Santiago Bueno is trying to play peacemaker. There is a conversation though between Sam Barrett and Andre, the Wolverhampton Wanderers captain right now. João Gomez getting involved as well, and it will be a throw-in on this near side, which will be taken by Mosquera. I don't think Sam Barrett's finished yet, and now he's calling over Cameron McJanet for a word as well. Not happy with either. Sam Johnson's way out of his area, away to our right-hand side as Wolves prepare this throw level with the edge of the penalty area. Long conversation as well between David Artell and Thomas Bramall in the technical area down below. Clearly not happy with the officiating here from Sam Barrett on this occasion. Here's the throw, Mosquera, level with the penalty area, down this left-hand side, headed away, and again towards the corner flag, and out, a bit closer this time, probably this more around 8 yards out, this throw from Mosquera. Slightly different angle, possibly he can make a little more of it, cause some more chaos inside that penalty area, and there's a shove in the end. And I think it came from Santiago Bueno, who's scored a couple of times from set pieces for Wolves this season, but it does give the free kick to Grimsby away to our left-hand side. 20 minutes in, Chris, and Wolves just starting to assert themselves a little more in this game.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of information coming from Rob Edwards as well, just trying to go man for man, really trying to force Grimsby kind of go a little bit more direct, and they're kind of picking up all second balls, but really kind of getting the ball down and trying to play, aren't they? So I think they are taking a little bit more control.
Well, they want to get to round 5 for the 6th time in the last 23 years, will Wolverhampton Wanderers. Of course, they did get to that semi-final when they lost out to Watford. Quarter-final defeat, of course, to Coventry City as well at Molineux in an extraordinary game. That was the year that Coventry got all the way to the semi-finals against Manchester United. Krejci launches that towards the edge of the penalty area. Header won that time by Warren again. There's a foul on Rodgers this time, and that will be a free kick in the right back position for Grimsby away to our left hand side.
Yeah, just no need for Manny to put that pressure on Harvey Rodgers. He wasn't going anywhere, he's facing his own goal. Just make sure you force him, let him know that you're there, but he's just waiting for that contact to go down. I've got to say, Sam Barrett, the referee, he's allowing this one to flow, but he's done well so far.
Wolves have progressed from 8 of their last 9 FA Cup ties against sides from lower divisions. That game against Coventry was the last time they failed to do so. It's a good bit of spin and work in the middle of the park, given the conditions, by Jamie Walker. Headed away again by Warren into the middle of the park. Mane is there. Mane on a charge towards the edge of the penalty area, still going. Drives the shot, and McJanet came across, and he needed to create the block. There's a foul there from Mosquera.
It's a free kick.
Well, he's not given it. Instead, Burnham's away down the left-hand side. Don't think he signalled that he was playing advantage on that occasion, but it certainly should have been a free kick to Grimsby.
Definitely should have been. I've got to say, I think it was a good little bit of control. It was a late challenge, and I've got to say the referee, Barrett, was in a good position as well. Big opportunity that was. Manny as well, taking the shot on. McJanet done very well to get that block in.
Over on Talksport, it's looked like we're heading to extra time in the game between Birmingham and Leeds. A late equaliser from Patrick Roberts brings Birmingham level at 1-1. That's over on Talksport. Here come Grimsby down this right-hand side. Here on Talksport 2, offside flag is up. That's silly from Jamie Weir. Was trying to combine with Harvey Rodgers down this near side, but just drifted into an offside position, and Wolves will get the free kick away to our right-hand side.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more momentum winning those battles in the middle of the pitch, but I think they're bombing forward with energy. Just a little bit more quality in that attacking third needed from Grimsby.
Does mean we'll be slightly delayed in our coverage of the game down at the Kassam Stadium between Oxford and Sunderland. That was coming up live after Birmingham against Leeds over on Talksport. Remember, get yourself the Talksport app, then you can swipe between and listen to which game you would like to. Here's Darragh Burns away on this near side. Oh, he gets caught under his feet as he tried to play the ball through to Cabia, who was on this near side, and in the end Wolves will go long. Adekadade is going to chase after it. Out comes Jackson Smith, way out of his penalty area on this near side, clips the ball down the line. Well, that's helped on his way to Burns. Can he get the other side of Krejci? No, Krejci's experienced, he does well to keep the ball and turns nicely. Andre out wide to this left-hand side. Muller-Wolfer down the line. Adam Armstrong cuts infield, midway inside the Grimsby half now. Here's Andre, ball at feet. He's got 2 or 3 around him. He's forced to go backwards, which he does, to a fairly decent bit of surface on that far side. Mosquera's there, finds Joao Gomez. His left-footed ball is clipped over the top, but Adekadade and Mane, neither of whom run after that one, and it takes one bounce and then spins on the surface and is easily gathered by Jackson Smith. We'll be on the midway point of the first half here on Talksport 2, and it remains Grimsby 0, Wolves 0.
Yeah, I just don't think there's any need. It was the wrong decision from Joao Gomez there. The pass, just keep possession, give it into Andre again. Can you find Adam Armstrong, keep it on the floor, keep it moving, try and shuffle this defensive unit of Grimsby around.
They wanted a free kick on this near side. It has been given now by Sam Barrett. Burns the player that's fouled.
Yeah, there wasn't much in it. I think he was waiting. Great first touch from Darragh Burns as well. Just waiting for that contact from Wolf to come in behind. Soft one for me.
Well, here's the moment that Grimsby will try and take advantage of from a set piece. Charles Burnham is the player who will come across to deliver this. He's started all 4 of these FA Cup ties so far this season. Scored against Weston-super-Mare in the last round, of course. He's got this free kick out on this right-hand side, probably about 40 yards out from goal, a couple of yards in from this near touchline. 4 or 5 black and white shirts in the penalty area. Alakadare's there, heads it up in the air. Krejci will chase after it. I think Burns will just keep it in on this near side. Burnham once more, back towards Burns, and Krejci will launch it into the tarmacked area away to our right-hand side, and it'll be a throw.
Well, that's the scenarios that Vernon wants to be in, but it's 2v1. You know, I think why pass it in front of him? Give him it to his feet so then he can actually open up and put the ball in himself.
Rogers gives it short to Walker. Back again. Walker again onto his left foot here. Chance to put a ball in, which he does low, and it's hacked clear and behind. No idea where that was going, really. And it goes out for a corner for Grimsby.
Well, I think it's excellent from Jamie Walker. Just manipulates the ball, puts it onto his left and just puts it into an area. Not really picking someone out, but making Wolves have to defend there, and that little contact could have went anywhere.
That pack stand away to our right-hand side. They'll be trying to suck the ball into the back of the net here for sure. Burnham's across with the right foot, although I think maybe there is a preference here to try and swing it in with the left boot of Dara Burns and really put Sam Johnson under some pressure in that Wolves goal away to our right-hand side. The wind continues to blow hard on the corner flag and the assistance flag away to our right-hand side. Everyone, I think, covered in mud right now as left-footed. That goes towards the back post. Arakadare gets it half out, and it's pushed into touch on that far side again by Muller-Wolfer, and it's out for another corner, this time down the Grimsby left.
Well, I've got to say it's an excellent ball in, isn't it, from Dara Burns there. I've got to say Arakadore had to make sure it was a first contact. It's an excellent header, just sits in the middle of that 6-yard box. I've done that many a time, Adam. You just got a free rein, you just got to make sure, can you go be aggressive, can you make that first contact and clear the area.
It has finished after 90 minutes in the game between Birmingham City and Leeds, 1-1. They will go into extra time and, of course, potentially penalties. Here's the corner for Grimsby. They've gone short this time. Now it's going to be swung in by Vernon with his right foot. Oh, he's got way too much onto that, and it's out of play, and a wasted opportunity, Chris.
Yeah, the thing is, he's trying to cross it, Adam. I think he should just go for a shot there. Go with pace, just try and hit the target. There's so many bodies in front of him. Sam Johnson, he'd be under all sorts of problems there.
How difficult sometimes in these kind of conditions, when the ball is sticking under your feet in this kind of setup, is it to judge kind of the pace and how much you need to put on a ball?
No, 100%, and even your stride as well. You've got to try and judge the pace of the ball, and as it's moving, you're moving to make that right connection, have that right purchase.
Here's Cameron McJanet on that far side. He's going to get it clear. Started all 30 in the league for Grimsby Town and all of their FA Cup ties as well. A real stalwart at the heart of that defence for David Artell's side. Throw in on that far side with Mosquera, who's just 10 yards short of halfway in the Wolverhampton Wanderers half. Forward it goes up that far touchline, helped on its way this time by João Gomez, chased down by Mane inside the edge of the penalty area. Chichora on that far side gets the ball and keeps it well. He was voted the fastest player in Serie A last season, and they give it to Mosquera. Mosquera delivers the foul. That's probably going to be the first booking of the game as well, you would feel. Mosquera on that far side, he does go into the book, and a deserved yellow card.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing there, just trying to stop the break, little hand in the shoulder, but fantastic quality, isn't it? Just energy, end to end, very committed both sides.
There were 4 kickoffs at 12 o'clock in the WSL today. They've all just finished. Full-time scores: Aston Villa 3, Tottenham 7. What a day for Spurs. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 0, Everton 1, West Ham 0, and they're in added time at the end of the game between Manchester United and London City Lionesses, with United leading by 2-1. It means Man City have an 8-point lead at the top of the WSL as things stand. Grimsby taking this free kick on that far side. Still 0-0. 16 minutes to go in this first half. On Talksport 2. Left-footed ball pumped diagonally towards the edge of the box. Rogers was trying to win the header. Trying to control it on this near side was Muller-Wolfer. It's one though down this right-hand side and clipped in by Walker, and it's just over the top of the bar. Lovely balling once more, and Muller-Wolfer just hesitated for a moment and they took advantage.
Yeah, they did. 2v1 there. I've got to say Jamie Walker and Dara Burns just kind of doubled up on him. Wolfer, I thought, defensively done well with that little head flick as well, but he was onto it. And like you say, Jamie Walker there, unforced as well. I think he's got to do better with that cross. Try and put it right on top of Sam Johnson's with bodies breaking the neck to get on the end of it.
You're listening to the FA Cup live on Talksport 2 with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m. 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary. That's a real up and under from Wolves towards the edge of the box, but Arakadade can't get there, and Grimsby respond by putting Krejci under pressure. They talk about turning your defenders round. In these conditions, it's horrendous, but they just turned in then. Turi does well, gets it out from under his feet this time, does Kuri on that left-hand side. Finds Sweeney. Now a chance for Vernon to cut in towards the edge of the box on his right foot, but the attempted cross was blocked, and they'll try and counter now, Wolves, but once more it's well looked after by Vernon again, and now on this near side an offside flag goes up. He's not off. Starra Burns. I was going to say, you're closest. I've got a drain pipe in the way.
I've got to say it's excellent quality as well. I thought the ball from Andre to Manny was a little bit soft. I think Manny can still get there first, but challenged. It was a free kick, little ball in behind Darragh Burns, and he's onside. He's looking right across for me. I think the linesman's right in front of him as well. Is it just because he sees Darragh Burns that Grimsby shot first?
May well be. I was at quite close quarters to one of the assistants yesterday in the game, yesterday lunchtime, between Burton and West Ham, and he was getting plenty wrong, to be fair, and he was being given plenty in return by the West Ham supporters, that was sure. Muller-Wolfer on this near side, trying to work his way through, but Rogers works hard and wins a throw for his side, level with the edge of the penalty area. Chris, we're half an hour in. I'm guessing if you're David Artell, you're very happy. But equally, if you're Rob Edwards, you're probably quite content.
Yeah, you know what? I think they've used the ball better. I think that they're playing against the wind as well. So it's just about making sure that you're switched on, you're concentrated, you're defending well. They're doing exactly that. They're trying to play. I think David Artell, just a little bit more quality in that attacking third. The energy is there, the determination, the passion, all that. Those boxes are ticked. Just that final little bit of quality just needs to be raised, especially in the attacking third.
And they're going to try here Wolves down this left-hand side with Armstrong. Cuts back to him at the edge of the penalty area. He looks busy. Andre at the edge of the box drives the shot. His opposite number, Jamie Walker, with an excellent block. He allowed him no time at all. Closed him down to within about half a yard. And now Mosquera has it. The only player on a yellow card so far. Down that right-hand side. They come forward once more. There are a few players who potentially, if they get booked today, would miss any round 5 tie. Predominantly on the Grimsby side, because obviously they have played in more rounds in this competition. A bit of an issue here, and I think it is for Jamie Walker inside the centre circle. So Sam Barrett just checking all's well. He did block that shot at real close quarters from Andrew.
Well, there's been 2-3 opportunities for Wolves to kind of get that shot away, 18 to 23 yards from goal. Jamie Walker, fantastic block, seen the danger there, got in the face of Andre as well, and an excellent block. That's what's needed.
Throw is short on that far side where it's picked up by Kuri, going all the way back to Jackson Smith, away to our left-hand side. And Smith then will just clip a lovely ball forward down that left-hand side. Here they come again. Burnham's on the charge. He's turned Chacho around towards his own goal, and he gets the throw on that far. So, I mean, you coach football, they always say, if you can turn the defenders on this, is something else, isn't it?
No, exactly. I just felt that Sam Johnson, positionally wise there, could have came and just kind of dealt with that there. He was caught in no man's land and he started backtracking.
Mosquera, edge of the penalty area, clips a long ball forward towards Arakadade. Looked like there was a hand involved, but actually the referee's gone the other way and says that Arakadade was fouled, and it will be a free kick for Wolves, just over halfway, taken quickly, trying to slip him Adam Armstrong at the edge of the penalty area, who is taken down right on the edge of the box. It's a free kick and just a yellow card. There were other Grimsby defenders back. Definitely not a clear goal-scoring opportunity, but it will be a free kick in a really dangerous position. I think the Wolves players arguing here that maybe that should have been a red.
Yeah, well, he reached to his pocket quickly there, just outside the box. I do think Adam Armstrong was going to get an opportunity to get the shot away. I think McJanet had to take him down there. Possibly should be a red.
Bit of a tete-a-tete down below between some of Rob Edwards' coaching staff and those of David Artell as well, with regards to that. We did, of course, see a few red cards yesterday in the FA Cup. Perhaps should have been one more. Lucas Digne, very lucky man. I think that was probably the more obvious one of the day that got missed in what was a fairly farcical refereeing display at Villa Park live on Talksport yesterday tea time. Which of these two sides will be joining Newcastle, who were victorious in that game, of course, in the draw for round 5, which comes ahead of the game tomorrow night. We'll have it for you live on Talksport, of course, ahead of Macclesfield against Brentford, which gets underway at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Here's the free kick. Muller-Wolf on his left foot clearly fancies this one. 6 in the Grimsby wall, right on the edge of the penalty area. João Gomez is there too, and he puts it against the crossbar. Bounces back. Gomez's effort was excellent. Back in on this near side from Mane, and it comes out to Andre, who fires the ball in. Easily cleared around the penalty spot. It's an excellent free kick from João Gomez.
Yeah, fantastic. I've got to say, Dexter Smith is miles away there. He's beaten, isn't he? Fantastic, up and over the wall.
Santiago Bueno keeps that alive into Adekadale, then almost Mosquera. Now the counter on, 2 against 1 here on the left-hand side. If they can get to the ball, Vernon on that far side. Chicho's got the pace to get away from him, though. There was an opportunity just for a moment there for Grimsby Town to take full advantage of the number of bodies that Wolves had forward. But here come Wolves again down the right-hand side. Chichoa towards the right edge of the penalty area, gets it across low, and it's excellent defending from McJanet at the edge of the 6-yard area to get it clear. And now Vernon's done well, getting away from Andre. He's going in the book too. It's a yellow card for the Wolves captain.
Yeah, I've got to say, I thought that Vernon was very clever there. Had a little kind of just hand on the shoulder of Andre as well there. He done very well, but like you say, the referee position allowed that one to play on. I think it is a yellow card. Vernon's definitely breaking forward.
Here's the free kick for Grimsby. Third player into the book then. So Mosquera, McJanet, and now Andre. We've booked so far, and we're only 36 minutes into this game. The kind of conditions where a mistime tackle could land you in some trouble. Forward from Smith. It's flicked on in the wrong direction by Krejci. Muller-Wolf gets across, and it's a throw right by the corner flag for Grimsby down this right-hand side.
I like Krejci. I think he's done very, very well. You know, I think the positions that he picks up, I think the quality of that decision, when to go long, when to play short. For me, his defensive positions have been outstanding.
That was unintentional that time by Walker. Now down the right hand side, Rogers plays it across low. Krejci's there again, puts it out and behind for a corner down this right hand side. Grimsby just trying to turn the heat up at a very cold Blundell Park.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Just end product, putting quality into the box, making Wolves have to defend, having numbers in there as well. Martel will be delighted with that.
Here's the corner to be delivered left footed, you feel. Swung in again by Burns away to our right hand side. Vernon's come short to be an option. 3 around the penalty spot, a couple inside the 6-yard area. This left footer is going to be swung in with some purpose, and it was a decent delivery. The header was won by Mosquera, and then only half cleared on that far side, where it's picked up by Evan Courdy, who will have the throw on that far touchline. In fact, he's going to leave it for Jaden Sweeney, who's back from injury today. Bit of a surprise. We weren't expecting him to return to the starting 11, but it's one that David Artell had kept under his hat. And so far he's looked very good on that far side for Grimsby Town. Sweeney clips it forward again. Cabia tries to chase after it, and there was a little splash of water on that far side by the corner flag, and Cabia is, I think, penalised for a foul.
Yeah, he's got to chase everything. Excellent little bit disguised ball by Sweeney into the corner. The ball's holding up all the while, so like I say, I think Cabia's got every right to go and put Mosquera under a little bit of pressure there.
14 goals so far this season for Cabia in this campaign, and I think Sam Barrett just saying to Sam Johnson, you need to move back a few yards. I think he's trying to get out of the dampest part of that far corner, to be fair.
Honestly, but 3 yards it was. Come on.
Sam Barrett being very finicky as Johnson launches it. He's found his kick in range. Yeah, maybe not. Straight into touch over halfway on that far side, and it'll be Grimsby who have the throw-in. We've got 6 minutes remaining in this first half here on Talksport 2. It remains Grimsby 0, Wolves 0. I was mentioning that semi-final from back in 1939 at Old Trafford. Quite an extraordinary game really as well. The number 1 Grimsby goalkeeper was ill prior to the game. He had to be replaced, and an injury to the replacement meant they had no keeper on the bench after about 20 minutes. It was actually the only game that George Moulding actually ended up playing for Grimsby Town. Such it was a disaster. They lost 5-0 that day. They're doing okay today though. 0-0 it remains. down this left-hand side. Rodgers trying to combine with Burns. Burns onto his left foot, gets it in low. Krejci can head it away. It's helped back out to Burns on this near side. That's excellent that time from Warwick. Now, a chance for this touchline for Rodgers to try and get the cross in, but he gets in a bit of a tangle with Muller-Wolf, and it runs out of play for what will be a goal kick away to our right-hand side.
Yeah, well, it's excellent from Darabons and Rodgers down this right-hand side. Muller-Wolf defensively positioning, excellent, good strength as well, just kind of getting between ball and man, allowing it to go out. But it's balls going in the box. Wolves are having to defend. You know, David Attell will be delighted with that. You know, that overload 2v1 as well. Got to say, great close control from Darabons as well. Few opportunities. I feel that he could have put the ball in a little bit earlier.
Plenty of houses in view from the open corners around Blundell Park, and I suspect if the weather was a bit nicer there might be people hanging out their windows or maybe climbing up onto terraces to watch, but they're all firmly ensconced inside today, hopefully listening to Talksport too. It's not the weather to spend 90 minutes hanging out of your bedroom window, that's for sure. Throw down this left hand side. Muller-Wolf has it midway inside his own half. Sam Barrett again being quite finicky about the gaining of yardage. Adekadare and Rodgers having a little set to on this near side on halfway. Arms all around Adekadare from Rodgers. He wants the free kick. Sam Barrett not even looking in this direction on the near side, and in fact the throw goes the way of Grimsby Town.
Yeah, he has to protect the ball a little bit better for me. Adekadare, it's like he's being strong, he's backing in, but he's also got to cushion the ball into his chest. It's, you know, he's got to try and protect it. It's like it's coming off a wall there. It's the same momentum.
Throw again down this right hand side for Grimsby in front of their own dugout. Rodgers has it right next to his gaffer David Artell. Forward it goes. Krejci deflected and into touch again for another Grimsby throw on this near side. Doesn't look like they've got a long throw in their arsenal. They haven't deployed it yet. Rodgers will go short. I'm sure they would have done it if it was part of the armoury that they have. That's good from Walker. Wins his side a free kick again. Manet with a challenge and a good position now to swing a ball in. I guess the debate here is whether it's going to be Burns or Vernon. It's going to be Vernon. Yeah,
it's one of them. You're looking at it. I'd agree with you. I think a little lefty there, just put it right on top of Sam Johnson. All the bodies, like you say, the elements he's got to deal with a lot. This ball from Vernon has to be between the last defender and goalkeeper and inviting one to go and attack.
Yeah, it's going to be a right-footed out swinger, about 35 yards out. Couple in from this near touchline on the right-hand side. I would have probably preferred the left foot, as we say. Just maybe looking for the slightest of touches, but he's going to go for the out swinger, and Adekadare gets it out. Edge of the box, it's volleyed in by Walker, and it's blocked. It was certainly heading goalwards. Burnham again, this time with his left foot into the danger zone. Krejci at the edge of the penalty area, nods it clear. Not very far though. Picked up McJanet on this near side by the corner flag. Tries to get the crossover. Wins his team the corner on this right-hand touchline. That's really good play from Grimsby Town.
Yeah, everything about it. The ball in for Vernon. I've got to say, Adekadare has to make the contact as well. They're picking up second balls, getting the shot away. I say McShannon driving forward with energy and purpose as well there, but defended well. Wins Grimsby a corner.
The rain is slanting across with strong winds here on the coast today, and at this moment in time the prevailing wind is with Grimsby Town as we head towards half time. 2 minutes to go. They're trying to take advantage of having the wind behind in this opening 45 minutes. Going to be left. Vernon is going to work it short this time with Burns. Left-footed ball towards the back post. Great chance, great header, but over the bar, and he probably should have done better with that, Tyrrell Warren.
Yeah, definitely should have. You know, I think he's read the flight of the ball fantastically well. He's got above everyone else. There was a lot of pace in the ball, so it's just about trying to kind of cushion it, but make sure you work Sam Johnson in the Wolves goal there. It was a fantastic header, but it went over the stand in the end, but he attacked it with purpose.
A minute of normal time to play in this first half, then we're going to get an additional minute from referee Sam Barrett. In fact, we can also see a yellow card on this near side for one of the Wolves coaches. A little finger point, I think it was vague in the direction of Rob Edwards, or whether it was for Rob Edwards or not, we'll get confirmation of. A yellow card though to the Wolves bench. He's the only one standing, so maybe
it was definitely someone on the bench. Yeah, they were gesturing. Yeah,
we'll get confirmation of who's been booked. It's not like Rob Edwards to step out of line in that respect. Usually a real gentleman. taken down by Burnham inside the centre circle. Chichara on that far side. Last 30 seconds of the first half. Great run from him. Burnham's tracked him all the way though. Just showed that pace that he's got. João Gomez on that far side, just being teased with by his opposite number, Guri. And he's forced backwards via Chichara again. Towards halfway. Mosquera thinks of delivering first time, then goes along the ground towards Mane, who can't control it. And now is Mosquera again. He's known for those charges forward at Molineux. He goes again towards the edge of the box. João Gomez is there. Out wide. Chichara. And he goes back short once more, right for the ball in into the minute of added time. It's Bueno who launches it. Then he volleys it out to this left-hand side. Armstrong gets it down for Mane. Armstrong towards Alakadare, and it was an important header from McJanet. Looked like it was just going to spiral over his head and land at the feet of Alakadare, but McJanet got there brilliantly. That's a great ball in by Mane. Picked out by Armstrong. Now it's Muller-Wolfer on this near side. Up in the air, headed clear on this near touchline by Burns. Once again, Krejci tries to win back possession, gives it away to Burns. Muller-Wolfer's with him all the way, and he commits the foul, and it's a free kick for Grimsby midway inside their own half.
Never been a foul. Excellent challenge from Muller-Wolfer as well, all ball. I've got to say, Mane and Armstrong linking up very, very well there, and it's great intelligence from Armstrong just to try and flick it over the header. McJanet as well for the run of Arakadare as well. But yeah, much better there, picking up second balls from Wolves.
That will probably be the last action of this first half. Jackson Smith not rushing to take this free kick midway inside his own half. We've had the additional minute signalled by Thomas Bramall, the fourth official. And I think as soon as the ball's in the air, Sam Barrett will give the players a welcome breather from the rain, the winds and the cold at Blundell Park. And it's certainly been an even contest between these two sides in the opening 45 minutes here on Talksport 2. Without a goal to show for either team, and without too many clear-cut chances as well. Probably that header towards the end there for Tyrrell Warren, he should have done better with. Chris Iwelumo, the former Wolves striker, alongside me. What's your assessment then of those opening 45 minutes?
Yeah, like you say, I think both managers will be happy. You know, you're looking at Artell, I think they've showcased exactly what they're about, that energy, getting from back to front, now playing the elements of course, and then I think the quality got better as the game went on from Grimsby in that attacking third. Now good quality coming into the box, good crosses, asking the question, bodies breaking it to get there. You're looking at Wolves, they've had a little bit more control, I think use the ball in the centre of the pitch. They've got, I think, the options as well. I think they've tried to play it down the channels, and I think that's what I just feel that like you say, that quality, take the shot on. They've had a few opportunities, albeit Grimsby have got the blocks in. I think both managers will be happy at the minute. Very much the same second half.
This little and large combo up front of Arakadare and Armstrong. Obviously, Armstrong has played around the divisions over the years. Arakadare, with his physical presence in these kind of conditions, is it difficult for him actually, just with his sheer size, or actually should he be that, as you mentioned, that hold-up man who's looking after the ball and bringing everyone else into the game?
Well, I think we'll see more of that in the second half. When they're playing with the wind, I think there'll be a little bit more purpose, and he does pick up some very, very intelligent little pockets as well. We already seen the quality. He is very aware of Arakadare and Mane around him as well. Can he bring those players in second half? I think second half Wolves will have definitely more control. Grimsby playing against elements, against the wind. I think they also know how to play this game. It'll be everything over hit, chasing, picking up second balls, playing in the right areas.
I was going to say, Grimsby have gotten some really good positions in wide areas, haven't they? They've delivered some excellent balls into the penalty area. Probably the best of those chances towards the end there was that one for Tyrrell Warren. Like you say, the ball was delivered at pace. He probably just got too much on the header, didn't he?
No, he read the flight of the ball fantastically well, but there was a lot of pace on it. I just feel that he's trying to kind of generate power as well, and I don't think he needs to. It's just to try and cushion header, but make sure you hit the target. All the pace is on the cross itself.
Haven't seen too much of Kabir during the game, but what we have seen is the link-up play between Burnham, Burns and Jamie Walker in particular has been excellent.
No, it has. And in fairness to Kabir as well, I think he's walked up so hard. He's chasing everything down. He's trying to force the issue, but those three in behind, they're linking up very, very well. But they're doing the defensive duties, and then it's that transition. Can they get into that offensive, aggressive position? And they're doing exactly that.
Thoughts of Chris Iwelumo then here at half-time at Blundell Park. The rain continues to fall, the wind continues to blow, and at half-time between these two sides, there is nothing between them here on Talksport 2. It's Grimsby 0, Wolves 0.
FA Cup Live on Talksport 2 with McDonald's. The Big Arch is here to stay at McDonald's with its very own delicious sauce. Available from 11 a.m, subject to availability, price and participation may vary.
On your marks, get set, go hybrid. The new Toyota Aygo Cross Hybrid. More oomph than a Friday feeling and smoother than your last online date. More confidence, more go in a new hybrid engine with 0% APR representative over 24 months. The new Toyota Aygo Cross Hybrid. Go on. Visit your local Toyota centre. Price from £21,595. Available on Toyota PCP when financed through Toyota Financial Services by 31st March 2026. Optional final payment indemnities may be required. See website, conditions apply.
This is not just food. This is 100% British, 5% fat beef mince. Now for just £5.20. Hang on, 100% British for £5.20? Down from £6.75? That can't be right. Oh, it says here that this is the Remarksable value range. Over 100 family favourites that are the same M&S quality but at everyday low prices. Well, looks like this is not just food. This is M&S Remarksable value food. Subject to availability.
This half-term, the action's best when shared. Whatever the weather, Team Sport Indoor Karting. The UK's #1 indoor karting experience is ready for you. Grab the wheel, race your mates, push harder, and own that track. Get adrenalised at your nearest Team Sport Karting. And coming soon to Brent Cross. Save 10% when booking online. Use the code GET10 on the Team Sport website. Verification at team-sport.co.uk.
Fly into flip-flop mode. There's still time to get up to £500 off package holidays in EasyJet's Big Orange Sale. Or get flights from £28 one way. EasyJet. Get out there. Selected dates and flights, limited availability. Holiday sale ends 3rd of March. Min spend and ATOL protected. T's and C's apply.
It might be cold outside, but things are really warming up at the Wren Winter Sale, with red-hot prices on our high-quality, fully built kitchens and fitted bedrooms. Right now, there's up to 60% off fully built kitchens and all bedroom units, plus up to 7 years interest-free credit. Made for making you feel warm inside, whatever the weather. Wren, made for living. Visit your nearest Wren showroom. Offers apply when you buy 5 or more kitchen units or 3 or more bedroom units. Finance subject to status and minimum spend.
Talksport Breakfast in partnership with Arnold Clark. We guarantee the best used car deals in the UK. Move up through the gears every morning with top of the range sports edition, ABS, story breaking news, and more goal talk to the gallon. Plus a stellar lineup of super celebrity sports guests as standard. Talksport Breakfast every weekday morning from 6 on Talksport with Arnold Clark. We guarantee the best used car deals in the UK.
Coming soon, the 2026 FIFA World Cup live on Talksport and Talksport 2.
And that is a sensational goal!
48 teams, 39 days, 3 host countries, 1 summer of unbelievable, unbeatable sporting drama.
It's a world-class free kick from a world-class player.
Unrivaled kick-by-kick commentary of every single game across the entire tournament.
Comes to the far post, hits the post, and he's got in!
The 2026 FIFA World Cup starts this June on Talksport and Talksport 2.
Start your week off in style with a double bubble Monday night of live football on the Talksport network.
At 7:30, Macclesfield take on Brentford in the FA Cup on Talksport.
As commentary clash with Middlesbrough from 8 in the Championship on Talksport 2.
It's a manic Monday of fast-paced live football on the Talksport network.
King of football commentary.
FA Cup
Game Day on Talksport 2.
Welcome back to Blundell Park. You're listening to the FA Cup live on Talksport 2 with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m. 18 plus. Fees applies to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary. So, half-time here, of course, it remains Grimsby 0, Wolves 0 in some fairly tricky conditions. It's been a busy weekend of FA Cup action. Of course, it's continuing to go on right now. They're still in extra time at St Andrews over on Talksport. If you have the Talksport app, of course, you can swipe between the stations to listen to the commentary. But it remains Birmingham 1, Leeds 1. And of course, it has to be sorted on the day. So penalties beckon over on Talksport shortly. Goalless in the game at the Kassam between Oxford and Sunderland. That will follow follow the conclusion of Birmingham against Leeds over on Talksport. And in the other game that kicked off at 2 o'clock this afternoon, Stoke have taken an early lead against Premier League Fulham at the Bet365. So Stoke 1, Fulham 0 as things stand. And a reminder, coming up at 4:30, exclusive to National Radio over on Talksport, it is the game between Arsenal and Wigan. So it has been a busy weekend of FA Cup fourth round action. Yesterday afternoon we brought you 4 live commentaries on the Talksport network, and this is how the action played out.
The FA Cup, what a beautiful competition it is. Coming forward towards the edge of the penalty area, still Chris Somerville! 1-0 West Ham! It has taken them 95 minutes. Hammer blow for Burton Albion.
Manchester City 2, Salford 0. Mark Gay's first goal for Manchester City will ease the nerves here at Etihad Stadium. And what a story it is developing here. Burnley 1, Mansfield 2, and wait till you see this goal back. It is an absolute screamer from Louis Reed.
Norwich are into round 5, Norwich 3, West Brom 1, and he scored again. Mo Toure.
And it may well be the winner for Southampton. Southampton 2, Leicester 1. James Bree off the bench.
Ball into the area. Voltemada is in, and Voltemada has scored. And there's no doubt about it now. Newcastle United are into round 5.
Salah earned the penalty, skips across, comes forward and smashes it into the corner, gives Steele no chance. Liverpool are on the way through. It's another defeat for Brighton.
Yeah, a terrific day of FA Cup action yesterday, and Mansfield Town, the real star show, getting the better of Scott Parker's Burnley, of course. But our first commentary of the day saw West Ham just about get over the line against League One side Burton Albion. Crescencio Somerville's goal proving decisive in extra time. And after the game, the Hammers boss Nuno Espirito Santo spoke to our very own Natalie Sawyer.
Happy that we are in the 5th round. We knew it was going to be tough. The way Burton started the game was tough. We knew the problems of set pieces, throw-ins, the way they push. I think the first half we contained them. We were able to control it, and I think a big improvement on the second half, the way we work our possession, finding the spaces. But what do we expect happen? But we are really pleased that we came through.
You made 10 changes to your lineup for this game. Are you disappointed in any way that perhaps none of them really made the mark and you had to bring on some of your key players, or you still think they did enough for you?
Not disappointed at all. I'm very fair to analyse the things. What was important that players that had not so much rhythm had a chance to play, get 90 minutes on their legs, feeling the competition, because we're going to need them moving forward. So in that aspect, I'm really, really pleased with the way the players interpret the interpretation of the game.
Crescencio Somerville has been brilliant in the last month or so for you. So how delighted are you that he's continuing that form today with getting that winning goal?
Yeah, he's in a good moment. Goals gives confidence, and he's doing well, and he's helping out the team with his quality. Fantastic.
Have you been able to look back at that red card for Freddie Potts, and how did you feel about it?
I didn't saw the image that I've been asked, and I don't saw the image, so I cannot judge the decision. But what I can say to you is that Freddie Potts is not a violent player. He's not at all a violent player. He's a fair player. He's aggressive, but he's always very fair. Now he's disappointed, but I cannot judge the decision of the referee.
After your result against QPR, that's led to this great run of form that you have been on. So how important was it to get that win today, to continue it with the Premier League survival race in your mind as well?
Yeah, it was important because victories helps the atmosphere, helps the confidence of the players, and we know we're going to have a tough one against Bournemouth.
So West Ham into the 5th round draw, which you can hear tomorrow night on Talksport, of course. And that's ahead of our live coverage of the game between Macclesfield and Brentford. Here at Blundell Park, a cup upset may still be on the cards, of course. But this weekend we've already seen one, as Burnley were knocked out of the competition by League One Mansfield Town. Lewis Reed was the hero, scoring a stunning free kick to send the Stags into the 5th round. And after the game, he caught up with Talksport's Matt Jones.
Have you ever hit a better free kick than that? Not on that occasion. Now I've had a couple of free kicks in my career, but the whole day's been special, and to top it off with the winning goal was incredible.
Two of you standing over it. Was it always yours?
Yeah, I took the ball straight away. The manager always likes us to have two people there, so the opposition kind of don't know what you're going to do with it. But yeah, as soon as I knew where it was on the pitch, I thought, yeah, it's mine to take.
And particularly special as well, given the timing of the game. What was it, about 80 minutes in, right in front of that travelling army of fans as well? What a moment.
Yeah, that made it extra special. Obviously, the fans followed us the last round to Sheffield United and packed that end out. They followed us here and packed it out again. So to reward them with a win is even more special.
What's the manager said to you afterwards?
We sensed it at half time. We came in, even though we were 1-0 down, we said we've had good opportunities and not quite executed stuff. More of that in the second half, but let's put a bit more pressure on him, and I felt we did that, so he's delighted.
And anyone you want in the next round?
City would be nice. I know they've beat Salford today. I think that's the only result I've actually seen come in, so I know they're in there, but look, if we can keep the run going, see how far we can get this year, that'd be nice as well.
And what a winning goal it was too. Chris Iwelumo was there yesterday. Yeah, he's not going to get many better free kicks than that, is he?
It was absolutely outstanding. As soon as it left his foot, you knew it was in, and it's just nice to hear him say that. The emotion of it, the occasion. I thought they were excellent second half yesterday. Had less of the ball but looked more threatening, and then once they got that second goal, just managed the game very, very well. And I think the manager, he's created something special there, hasn't he?
One of the great FA Cup goals, that's for sure. The two teams back out at the start of the second half. I think most of them have got clean shirts on, Chris. Who would want the laundry job at Wolves after today's game, except Chichoa? He looks like he's coming out in the same kit.
To be fair, it's part and parcel. It's wet. Get yourself in there, get yourself warm. Listen to the information the manager's giving you. There'll be little tweaks and things like that. But I think it'll be quite pleasant from Rob Edwards. Just that quality. Take the shot on.
No changes for either side then at the start of this second half. So it's Jackson Smith who's in goal for Grimsby. Rogers, Warren, McJanet and Sweeney across the back. Curry and Turi in central midfield, with Walker and Burns and Verman supporting Cabia up top. As for Wolves, Johnson in goal, Mosquera, Bueno, Krejci across the back. Chichoa and Muller-Wolf are the two wing-backs, with Andre and João Gomez in behind. Mateus Mane, who's supporting Adekadare, and Adam Armstrong, who's up top for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Referee Sam Barrett looks like he's happy for things to get underway. If we actually had a ball, which has been retrieved from the mud away to our right-hand side. We had a bit more heavier rain at half-time, but it's just eased off once more. There are plenty of seagulls flying in and around this wonderful old school stadium. They've been here for so many years, and we are in the oldest stand, and we are off and running. Grimsby kicking right to left in this second 45 minutes. Adekadare will flick that one on towards halfway, but it's a good header won by Tyrrell Warren, who probably should have put Grimsby in front towards the end of the first half. A yellow card has been shown here for a foul this time. Mosquera is over Santiago Bueno. Not happy with the challenge of Cabia then was the referee Sam Barrett.
Yeah, I think it's a silly one from Cabia as well. I think he was excellent, worked very well in the first half, very, very hard. He's now put himself under that pressure. It's so important for David Artell's side to make sure that they keep everyone here. He's confused here, Cabia. He's gesturing over to Artell that he doesn't know why he's taken it. I think he's went and been competitive. He's left one in. He's got a little bit late.
Well, the bad news for Cabia is he will miss the round 5 tie, should they get there, because it's another yellow card for him in this competition. And it will be Sam Johnston away to our left-hand side, who's continuing his warm-up. Some squat jumps just outside his penalty area as he gets ready to take this free kick for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And it's long towards Adekadare, looking to flick it on towards Armstrong. Oh, and it's a poor clearance! Oh, and Armstrong should have absolutely given Wolves the lead. He's level with the penalty spot, left-hand side of the 6-yard area. The clearance from Jackson Smith straight to him, and he's fired his shot well over the crossbar.
Well, I think his first touch was excellent. Second one, he's got to make sure he hits the target there with the quality he has in both feet as well. A little bit more direct from Sam Johnson. Adekadare, just make sure he keeps that, wins those aerial duels. It's definitely a different dynamic for Wolves this second half, especially with the likes of Mane and Armstrong gambling off the back of him. But he should do better there, Armstrong, in that situation. Big mistake from Jackson Smith.
Well, Adam Armstrong just asking someone to hold his beer to follow on from Cole Palmer's on Tuesday night. Not quite as bad as Cole Palmer's, but he really perhaps should have done better on that occasion. Adam Armstrong. What a chance to put Wolves in front in the early stages of this second half here on Talksport 2. 2 minutes gone. Grimsby 0, Wolves 0. Reminder, the game between Birmingham and Leeds is heading towards a penalty shootout right now over on Talksport. 1 apiece after 90 minutes, and the deadlock not been broken in extra time as yet. Down this left-hand side. Curry trying to get it forward as he just slides and leaves an imprint on the ground. Chacho on this near side to Mosquera. Mosquera's early ball through is cut out that time by McJanet. McJanet then will launch a ball down that right hand side. Chases on here for Burns, but it's going to be gathered by Sam Johnson at the edge of his penalty area away to our left hand side. Are we seeing a slight change in tactic already here from Wolves? They seem to be playing kind of more low balls down into the central areas rather than down the flank.
Well, that's where the space is, but I think that's down to the way that Grimsby are set up as well. I think they're a little bit more concerned about that space in behind, so it's just about getting the ball down. I think they're kind of getting the numbers centrally as well, but yeah, I think it's just that in that transition they are trying to play a little bit more.
A back pass almost left Jackson Smith a bit short, but he slid and ended up on his backside and cleared it from the edge of the penalty area. Here's Harvey Rogers coming forward down that right hand side for Grimsby. His ball into the box is dealt with by Chichar on this near side. Back again with Rogers though, coming forward for Grimsby midway inside the Wolverhampton Wanderers half on that far side. Stepping out to meet him was Muller-Wolfer, and the ball goes into touch for a Grimsby throw midway inside Wolves territory. Rogers is going to be the man to take it. He's got Burns just making a movement ahead of him down the line. Instead he goes towards the edge of the penalty area. Cabby is there and is penalised for the foul at the edge of the penalty area. That was on, I think, Andre, who appears to have gone for the long sleeve in the second half, Chris. He's abandoned the short sleeve at half time.
Well, he just brought one of each and thought, you know what, I'll take the hit in the first half. But I think Cabby has got to be careful now, you know, on that yellow card as well.
If you like a penalty shootout, it's about to start at St Andrews over on Talksport. It's finished Birmingham 1, Leeds United 1. Who's going into the hat for the draw for round 5 tomorrow night live on Talksport? You can find out if you've got the Talksport app. You can slide between the two stations. And if you haven't got it, what on earth have you been doing all this time? Download it onto your smartphone, wherever you get your apps from. And believe me, it will change your life. Video clips and everything. A goal for Sunderland in the first half of the game between them and Oxford down at the Kassam Stadium. It's a penalty. Diarra's converted it, and Sunderland have the lead against Championship Oxford. Here come Wolverhampton Wanderers. Anakadare was waiting for a ball and ended up just falling onto the floor. I don't think anyone was too close to him at the time either. Here's Sweeney giving it back to, on this left-hand side, McJanet. He clips the ball over the top. Good forward run by Curry down this left-hand side, but that's good defending from Mosquera. The referee says play on. He's still got the ball, Curry, towards the corner flag. Cuts it into Vernon. Down inside the box. Sweeney onto his left foot. Can't get a shot away. Driven in, and it's volleyed wide by Jamie Walker from about 12 yards out. It was excellent work by Jaden Sweeney. Couldn't quite fall for him, and in the end it came to Walker, and his shot goes wide. But boy, that's given the crowd the lift they wanted at the start of this second half.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity. Walker as well. I think he knows exactly where the goal is. Just the connection. He's trying to go power. Just has to have a little bit more composure there. Make sure he watches Sam Johnson. Mosquera's took a real sore one there. He's not happy with the referee at all. He's trying to show him something here.
He wasn't happy during most of the first half, particularly when he got his yellow card as well. Things maybe just becoming a little bit brighter here at Blundell Park. Top lights, of course, are on, but the grey clouds seem to have just opened up and lightened up a little. Here's Vernon down this left-hand side. Vernon going forward, still on the charge, trying to get the better of Andre. He has got the better of Andre, but not Mosquera, who will just shoulder barge him into touch, and it will be a goal kick. But there was some venom in that from Yes on Mosquera, and it was Vernon who rolled into the photographers and the advertising hoardings away to our left-hand side.
Well, that's just from what happened a couple of minutes ago. I think it was Vernon that kind of left one on Mosquera that the referee allowed to play on. It was a strong challenge, but fair, wasn't it?
Johnson with a goal kick for Wolves away to our left-hand side. 7 minutes into this second half. Game against Forest last Wednesday, of course, was the first time Wolves have kept a clean sheet on the road since April. haven't won an away game all season, so any time they travel there's always a little bit of apprehension you would feel at this stage, but also confidence probably in the home team knowing how Wolves have been playing. Here's Rodgers down that right hand side. It's still goalless here. Right for the ball, clipped into the box. Cabia's going to get there first as he always just lets it drop over him. It was just curling away from him too much, and Mosquera will get it clear up towards Adekadare. Well dealt with by Sweeney, who's caught late from behind by João Gomez, and that will be a free kick for Grimsby, 10 or 15 yards inside the Wolves half.
A few challenges now, I've got to say. I thought that was an excellent ball in from Rodgers. Sam Johnson for me has to come and try and collect that one. It's in the air so long. Cabia, take the shot on. I think allow it to drop, try and take it on the volley, but get end product. That's that question of Sam Johnson.
Well, had 27 shots on Wednesday against Accrington Stanley, did Grimsby Town. They scored with the 25th of those to give them a 1-0 win. Slipped a couple of places by not playing in League 2 yesterday, so they're down to 10th, but just 2 points off the playoff places. The Cup campaign is an added bonus. The idea of the season is to try and win promotion to League 1, that's for sure. Wolves are on the attack here. Armstrong down that left-hand side is not going to get there before Sweeney does, and Sweeney will go back to Jackson Smith at the edge of the penalty area. The offside flag is up, and it will be a free kick just inside their own half for Wolverhampton Wanderers on the far side. Almost 9 minutes played in this second period. It's still Grimsby 0, Wolves 0 on Talksport 2.
Yeah, it has brightened up a little bit. I think the winds calmed down. A little bit more football to be played, in fairness.
Free kick is on halfway. Muller-Wolf's going to have it. And it's one of the reasons the crowd have just got a little bit louder on that far side. Not happy with some of the positions where the free kicks are being taken, and I think we're going to see some changes as well for Grimsby imminently. Adekadare gets to win that first header to try and get it clear. There's a use of a hand there from Andre, and it's penalised by Sam Barrett, who was only a couple of yards away, and it will be a free kick for Grimsby, 10 yards outside their own penalty area.
Well, Andrew's got to be very, very careful as well. Got to say, I think Sam Barrett, intentional use of the hands as well there on the ball. Very fortunate not to see a card.
He was booked, of course, in the first half, as was Yerson Mosquera. Cameron McJanet was booked as well for Grimsby. So we are about to see the introduction of Kieran Green for his 150th appearance. I mean, the best goal-scoring season of his career is Kieran Green. He's about to come onto the field of play. And also we'll see the introduction of the experienced Andy Cook. I steered away from the word veteran, 35 years of age. He started in the FA Cup for Bradford, who he's on loan from in round 3 in a defeat against Cheltenham. And they're going to be the two changes that Grimsby Town will make imminently. Throw though for Mosquera down this right hand side, 10 yards inside the Grimsby half. It's headed away on this near touchline. Mosquera gets it back into the danger zone, and once more it will be a throw for Wolves about 25 yards out from goal on this right hand side. Wonder how the change with Cook maybe for Cabia following his yellow card potentially. Green is the first of the players to step forward, and you can hear from the home support how he's loved around here. As I say, his 150th appearance. He played in that FA Cup quarter-final against Brighton back in 2023, and he will come onto the field of play to replace Jamie Walker. So Kieran Green is on, and you can hear the applause as off comes Jamie Walker, who was impressive, and no surprise that Cabia, after that yellow card, is going to be replaced as well by Andy Cook. So it's Grimsby who make the first changes, Chris, to try and have an impact on this game.
Yeah, like for like, fresh legs, good quality coming on as well, leaders. I think this is where it is game on, isn't it? Can they come on, have a positive influence in this game, get up to speed very, very quickly?
Well, Andy Cook hasn't scored an FA Cup goal since 2019. He'll be looking to put that right today. As I say, on loan from Bradford, joined in January. Here's the throw down the right-hand side. Mosquera with it towards the edge of the 6-yard area, nodded down by Adekadare, and hacked away on this near side and into touch by Dara Burns. It will give Mosquera another opportunity to deliver the ball for Wolves, all in that turquoise kit. Down this right-hand side from top to toe, slightly darker turquoise on the shorts as that header away is won by Green, his first touch. Chichoa gets the ball back into the danger zone, flicked on by Krejci, across his own goal that time by Grimsby, and Rogers had to get there first to deny Arakadare, who was coming in at this near post. Now Andre gets a ball in, good header away, this time again by McJanet, who does well. It's back with Chichoa again, infield to Andre to the right hand side. It's picked up by João Gomez and into touch on this near side for a throw. Leeds have won the penalty shootout against Birmingham City. Tommy Doyle and Patrick Roberts, the two players who missed penalties for Birmingham, so it's Leeds who secure their place in round 5 and tomorrow night's draw. Mosquera's throw bounces in the box, this one, and it's going to be cleared away by Green straight away up towards halfway where Chichoa's there, gets the ball cut out by Burnham on this near side and into touch for a throw to Wolves, who are having a good spell of pressure, Chris.
Yeah, they are. I think picking up seconds, I've got to say João Gomez for me, he reads the game so well. That first touch is on the money every single time. I tell you what, they're picking it all. They're really kind of forcing the issue now.
Arakadare's ball in is half blocked on this near side, then it's out as far as Burnham, who loses out now. Armstrong inside the box, and it needed a big right boot from Tyrrell Warren over the stand on this near side. Desperate defending from Grimsby as Wolves just crank up the heat.
Yeah, excellent little ball from João Gomez as well into the path of Armstrong. Grimsby having to defend well. This is where they need an outlet. I think someone has to kind of get themselves up, try and pull another couple of defenders from Wolves in the right areas of the pitch.
Mosquera's throw headed down to the edge of the box. Andre fires one in, takes a deflection. João Gomez at the byline, gets to the cross and turned in. Santiago Bueno for Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's his third goal of the season, his first in the FA Cup, and from close range he turns the ball home. And that crestfallen in Blundell Park, the Premier League side have the advantage. Bueno with the goal, and it's Grimsby 0, Wolves 1.
Yeah, he's in the right place at the right time. It all comes from João Gomez, just picks up and has that quality just to get his head up and put it right in between the goalkeeper and last defender. And like they say, Bueno on his front foot, steals it in with his right thigh. Fantastic finish.
9th FA Cup appearance today. First goal, played 90 minutes against Shrewsbury in the last round, and he's on the spot as he has been a couple of times this season. Liverpool and Spurs away is where he's delivered goals so far, so he's that away day specialist, Santiago Bueno, and he gives the lead to Wolverhampton Wanderers. On the hour mark, how will Grimsby respond on that far side? They want a free kick immediately for a challenge by Muller-Wolfer. No interest from Sam Barrett, but still down on the floor, I think, is Burns on that far side. The referee will go and check on him. He may need some treatment here.
It's free kick. I don't know. Sam Barrett's looking right at that there. Dara Burns can't do anything. He's knocked the ball past Muller-Wolfer. Tried to get round him and he just stepped in his path. For me, it's a free kick.
It will instead be a throw on that far side, and he's being pushed back 5 or 6 yards by Barrett towards the halfway line, and it is Harvey Rogers who will take it. How can Grimsby respond? They know that Brentford came, they had 5 shots on target, scored 5 goals when they met in the Carabao Cup, but of course they had that terrific 2-2 draw here with Manchester United winning on penalties, so they've got something about them if they can find a way through this Wolves back line. Burnham on this near side just gives the ball short, picked up by Sweeney. Sweeney plays it across. It wasn't the best of passes, but it may work out quite nicely down this left hand side for Kuri. He's just forced João Gomez into the corner, and he puts the ball out for what will be a throw to Grimsby in the edge of the penalty area. Wolves managed to get it clear with João Gomez again. Arakadare trying to hold it up, loses out to McJanet. Nice bit of interplay for Grimsby. Burnham on this left hand side finds Kuri again, and it will be dealt with by Chichoa and into touch, and Grimsby have responded well.
No, they have. I think Kuri and Green linking up well there. You just want to get in product, crosses in the box.
Burnham does well, Gets it inside the penalty area. Sweeney at the byline, drills it across, and Johnson low down to his right hand side, has to beat it away at his near post because it looked like it was sneaking into the corner.
Well, it's excellent from Sweeney just to be in that area, have that close control in the box as well. And then, like you say, Johnson, I think it was always going to go wide. He was comfortable there, but good defending. Marshall and Sweeney all the way.
Yeah, it looks like it did take a deflection. It's going to be Charles Burnham who will go short here on this near side. Burns towards the byline, left-footed ball across, flicked on, edge of the penalty area, helped on its way inside the box. Green is in there, so is Rogers, who tries the first shot. Cook tries to get onto the end of it, and in the end Sam Johnston will gather over on that far side, but it's out of play, and it will be a corner to Grimsby on the far side.
Yeah, well, Cook's alive to that. Sam Johnson, I've got to say, mascara for me, just gets in between ball and man, just tries to protect it, allows Sam Johnson to come and claim.
Corner on the far side of the ground, probably the most open part. Two far corners, and it will be a left-footed ball swung in. So Burns will be the man who's going to try and put this on top of Sam Johnston, left-footed towards that near post. The goal scorer Santiago Bueno gets the first header away, and now the chase is on here. Well, the Wolfer was after it, and it meant safety first that time for Jaden Sweeney. Into touch on this near side. What will be a throw in to Wolves midway inside their own half. Yerson Mosquera, midway inside his own territory. He will have the throw. And it's a throw down this near touchline, which looks for Adekadade. Sweeney being shoved to the ground by Adekadade as he won that header. And it will be another throw on this near touchline. How do Wolves play this now? Do they go searching for a second, Chris?
No, I think they're in complete control at the minute. I think just try and slow it down, kill the minutes when you have to. Grimsby have to throw everything at it, and then it's about capitalising. Can they punish Grimsby for leaving those little pockets behind? They're going to have to throw everything at it.
Andy Cook felt he was being fouled then. Sam Barrett not interested. Throw down this left-hand side for Jaden Sweeney. He'll go in short to find the feet that time of Turi. He was arrested in midweek. Bit of a doubt over a little injury. Offside flags up on the far side, and it will be a free kick for Wolves. You're listening to the FA Cup live on Talksport 2 with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m. 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability, and price may vary. Almost 65 minutes played. Grimsby 0, Wolves 1. More FA Cup action to come from 4:30, of course, on Talksport, as we bring you Arsenal against Wigan from the Emirates. That's excellent from Mateus Mane, who was trying to work his way into the penalty area, but again Rogers gets across with an imposing challenge to win the ball for Grimsby. Last ditch as well. Andre, edge of the centre circle, right for the ball to this right hand side. Chichoa's after it, but that's going to skip off this service and into touch for a throw.
Yeah, it's excellent from Manny, just picking up that second ball as well. I've got to say, Adekadade, fantastic little header into his path. I think as soon as he takes his first touch, get the shot away there. He's trying to take another one. Defended well.
Grimsby trailing here by a 1-0 with Jaden Sweeney on this left hand side. His throw just spins out of his hand. The ball didn't get as much as he wanted on that one for sure. Header away by Santiago Bueno, and Adekadade puts it into touch on this near side for another throw to Grimsby down this left hand touchline. Again, only finds the head of Chichoa, Mosquera this time, and he then looks for Adekadade down this near touchline, but again it's immediately out of play, and it will be another throw for Grimsby, who are desperately searching for this equalising goal. Unbeaten in their last 10 games, their best run as an EFL side since 2008. I mentioned earlier, 8 clean sheets as well since Christmas, the most in the top 4 divisions over that period. It's been a real terrific turn of form. Partly as well, they are obviously using this new model to recruit players that we've seen many times before, and maybe just starting to pay dividends for Grimsby Town. That's towards the right boot of Santiago Bueno, who cuts onto his left and plays it forward, and Mane with a little pull on these shoulders that time of Jaden Sweeney. Referee again not interested. David Artel is furious, and saying to Thomas Bramall, even your own assistant saw that. Here's Mosquera with a throw. In the end, it's a wave of the arms from Artel. Frustration taking over This Grimsby side a goal down. And now chasing the game. And it's with Green. Does well. Left-footed ball. Oh, it's intercepted. Arakadare with a chance inside the box, but it's on this near side with Mosquera onto his left foot. Arakadare chests it down and fires the shot over the crossbar. Well, he's the leading goal scorer at the club since some of the departures, of course, of Jorgen Strand Larsen in the last window, but really should have done better.
Yeah, he should have done. I think Mosquera done fantastically well, just creating that little oval down this right hand side, and then the pass in. Great first touch, but he was always falling backwards. It was always rising as soon as it left his foot there.
Four of the goals scored in that victory in round 3 against Shrewsbury have now left the club. In Strand Larsen and Arias as well. That's hacked up in the air by Sweeney, back towards his own goal, and it had to be dealt with by Warren on that far side, and concedes another throw to Wolves, who are just turning up the heat again. Goal in front, just looking to control the game and just pile the pressure on this Grimsby side.
Yeah, they're doing exactly that. That's when you just need a little bit more, I think, from Jackson Smith, just to come out and help Warren there, or be an option.
Throwing on the far side again for Mosquera. He's covered some yards today with these throws for Wolves. Goes short. Muller-Wolfer. Mosquera again on that far touchline. Back to Muller-Wolfer with a bit of pace. Chance for him to deliver left-footed, which he does. Headed away by Cook. Foul time on Green. No, says the referee. Muller-Wolfer will try and put the ball in, and Rodgers will block it out. And Green again is saying, how is that not a foul, Rev?
I think it is a foul. For me, it is. To be fair, I've got to say, Rodgers didn't know that. Got himself across. Muller-Wolfer got the block in again. He's been very lively. Been very good today.
68 minutes played. Wolves leading by a goal to 0 at Blundell Park on Talksport 2. Leeds have already won today in a penalty shootout against Birmingham. Stoker in front against Fulham in the 2 o'clock kickoff. Sunderland lead Oxford as well by a goal to 0. That's swung in from that far side by Manet. Half cleared, edge of the penalty area. Now the counter's on. Here come the black and white shirts forward. Have they got the pace to make it tell down that right hand side? Charge being led by Turing. Out on the far side is Rodgers. Just checks his run. Rodgers and Green trying to combine on that far side, but in the end the ball's going to run out of play. Is it? No, it stops in the surface. Only as far then as Turing. And then it'll be delivered in by Green this time. It was gone the wrong way. Cook chests it down. Can he get the shot away inside the box? It's an excellent block. Still inside the area though. Is Vernon on this near side? What can Vernon do? Gets towards the byline, left-footed, plays it in, and it's blocked out by Checho on this near touchline, and it will be another corner down this left-hand side for Grimsby Town.
Yeah, great pressure, good little ball in as well. Fantastic play from Cook, just trying to create that yard just to get that shot away as well. Kept the pressure on. Don't mind that Vernon picking up the seconds.
Desperately searching out an equaliser here. The League Two side. Vernon again on this left-hand side, onto his right foot. He's got support and he's got help. Burns on his left foot plays it in. Cho again, it's out for a throw right by the corner flag this time. Away to our left-hand side. View slightly obscured and blocked, I think it's safe to say. But it will be a throw-in down this left-hand touchline. And Sam Barrett just having a word with Mosquera again. He's already been booked, of course. A conversation taking place between him and Cook and the referee Sam Barrett. Away to our left-hand side. 20 minutes remaining. Grimsby 0, Wolves 1 on Talksport 2. Still no movement really on the Wolves bench down below. A couple of changes already for Grimsby, of course. Throw taken short. Vernon gets it back. Here is Jaden Sweeney. Oh, the offside flag is up. That's a silly mistake in that corner from Grimsby Town. And it will be a free kick for Wolves and a chance for them to clear their lines away to our left-hand side.
It just shouldn't happen. You know, I throw in an opportunity to put the ball in the box as well. It's schoolboy that, being offside, giving it straight back to the thrower in that situation.
And here on that far side, away to our left-hand side comes the kick from Johnston, and it is decent. And it's Arakadare who's saying he was just caught by a flailing hand in the face, and he's done well to recover and then try and block out that ball that was coming through. Bueno is the first Wolves defender to score an away FA Cup goal since Rayan Aitnouri struck against Bristol City. That was back in January 2025, of course. Aitnouri now ploughing his trade at Manchester City. Talking of ploughing, the pitch is beginning to look a little like a field, as here comes Sweeney again. Excellent bit of skill in the conditions, but Adekadare does enough. Manet down this right hand side, excellent ball. João Gomez, first one in, right footed towards that back post, and it comes to the feet of Rodgers and rather fortuitously lands at the feet of Jose Toure, who's then given it away again. It was João Gomez closing in, and the Premier League experience and quality just starting to show. Chichoa down this right hand side, chance to deliver, right footed ball, swung into the edge of the 6-yard box, dealt with by McJanet with a towering header. And now it'll be Andre who does brilliantly. Mosquera swings it in with a big right boot, and this time the keeper, Jackson Smith, will come out and collect this.
Well, I just like the pairing, Andre and João Gomez in there. They've been absolutely outstanding. João Gomez, every opportunity can he get forward, that end product, that quality coming into the box, it's an excellent ball in. Chichoa as well, that energy up and down that right hand side, end product, great little ball in for Adam Armstrong, but defended well again by Grimsby.
And Grimsby preparing to make some more changes as well. A couple more to come. We're going to see the introduction of Rhys Staunton. That started the last 2 rounds of the competition. He's going to be coming on. And we're also going to see the introduction of Sellers Fleming too. That will wait a moment though, because they've got defending to do here first, away to our right hand side. Time running out, 16.5 minutes to go. Mosquera with the long throw. Adekadare goes up to try and win the header, as he does every time. Here's Mosquera towards the byline, still gets the crossover low and into the arms of Jackson Smith, who did well to gather that under pressure, did what he needed to do, and then goes early on this near side looking for Burns, but that'll just skip out of play, and it will be a throw in on this near side to Wolves. Another couple of changes coming. Charles Burnham departs, and it is Sellers Furlong that will come on. And Jaden Sweeney just back from injury, no surprise, but he's replaced by Rhys Staunton, who will come in at right back. Got some excellent delivery on him as Rhys Staunton, and that'll be an area that they'll look to exploit in these final quarter of an hour or so here, as they try and get themselves back on terms, Grimsby.
Yeah, I think just down this left-hand side as well, he has an excellent delivery, doesn't he? So I think just about making sure, can they get into that attacking third and then have that execution.
Yeah, he got a couple of assists against Weston-super-Mare in the last round. That's a clever flick on by Adekadare. He was about 30 yards out from goal, and just with the outside of his right boot, just trying to turn it round the corner for Armstrong to run onto, but it was too far ahead of him. And this little and large partnership up top for Wolves, not quite gelling just yet, but it's still early days. Martel will do the grabbing of the ball from the dugout on this near side, and it will be Staunton who will take this first throw, and he's gained about maybe 10 yards or so down this left-hand touchline. Not picked up by Barrett this time. That does go out of play on this near side. It'll be a throw to Wolves midway inside their own half. Adekadare not happy with being touched by Cameron McJanet just ahead. He's had a real baton on his hands today against the Nigerian centre forward, signed from Belgium in the summer, of course. That's hacked into touch by Kelechi on this near side for another throw to Grimsby midway inside their own half.
Nah, I like him a lot. Adekadare, I think he works hard. He's got that physicality. Obviously still raw. I think his touch, that can be better, but you can't question his work ethic.
One of those you might see staying at Wolves in the Championship?
I think he'll be an absolute handful in the Championship with the right delivery, the right service. He will get goals.
Questionable finishing at times, I think, is the worry right now, but like you say, he's still young, got plenty to learn.
Yeah, exactly, and I think under the marshalage of Rob Edwards, that's a fantastic position to be in.
Free kick for Wolves midway inside their own half. 14 minutes to go here on Talksport 2. Grimsby 0, Wolves 1. Right-footed. Johnson towards the edge of the penalty area. Good header away and down by Green, but it just comes to Andre, who put it out to the left-hand side. Muller-Wolfer's ball in, takes a ricochet and is prodded clear that time by Janet, and now a chance may be there for an opportunity for Wolves to break. Armstrong's coming through, the offside flag's up anyway. Out comes Jackson Smith, and now Rodgers out wide to the right-hand side. Here's Green. He's got support inside him from Jesaturi, who he uses. Now to the left-hand side is Staunton, the substitute. On it goes, on this near side. Chance for Sellers Fleming, but given away. And now Wolves will counter down the right. Chichoa can't keep it in. He's got all the pace in the world, but even that was too much for him as it's had a play for a throw to Grimsby.
Yeah, but what I liked about that from João Gomez is they actually had to put a little bit more on the ball, using the pitch and the conditions, knowing that it would hold up, and it nearly did. It was Chichoa, he's not short of any pace, is he?
No, as I mentioned, the first half, the quickest player in Serie A last season. And he's shown it on a few occasions at Wolves this campaign, usually in that right wing-back position. That's a foul, and a very obvious foul from Mosquera on halfway. Free kick for Grimsby Town. They'll take it from where it was, which is just literally on the halfway line. Staunton's there. David Artell just saying, just get it forward. Here comes the right-footed ball in, this time from Warren, to this far edge of the penalty area, where it was nodded down by Green on this occasion. Here once more down this left-hand side is Green on this near touchline. Oh, he's done well. He's cut inside here, Kieran Green. Gets it across to the edge of the box. Chance to shoot right-footed. It's blocked. There's cries of handball as Turi drives that ball in. And it'll be cleared by Muller-Wolfer on the far side. Only as far as halfway. Here they come again, Grimsby. Much better. It's back again with Tyrrell Warren. Down that far touchline they go. Jesaturi. Edge of the penalty area, Rodgers. Rodgers looking to come inside to Green. Green goes to that right-hand side once more. Rodgers is still there. Turi's on the charge, and I think it's going to be penalised for that. It's Burns actually on that far side who is penalised just for ploughing his way through the defender, and it will be a free kick for Wolves with 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, I just think just trying to do too much. I think Darabon's there, just as soon as you get the ball under control, can you get your head up? Just put crosses in now. Looking at David Artell, he's wanting everything to go a little bit more direct and, like you say, compete. Try and win the first contacts. If you don't, then it's about picking up the second contacts in the right areas. But there you're looking at Andre as well with the quality that he has. He's trying to overplay. Sometimes you can just turn this defensive line of Grimsby stepped up so high now. Clip it in, it's going to hold up. You've got the big man chasing everything.
Into the second half of the 2 o'clock kickoffs in the FA Cup today. Still Oxford 0, Sunderland 1, Stoke 1, Fulham 0. Reminder, Arsenal Wigan is live and exclusive to national radio. That's coming on Talksport from 4:30 this afternoon. Big afternoon in Scotland as well, in the Scottish Premiership. Kilmarnock 2, Celtic 0 at the start of the second half. Motherwell are a goal up against Aberdeen. That's approaching half-time. And then Rangers against Hearts gets underway at 4:30 today. I threw those in specially for you.
Thank you.
That's all right, my pleasure. Big week coming up as well for Celtic, of course, as they try to qualify in to the knockout stages of the Europa League. Header away, or header up in the air, should I say, by Adekadare as he tries to win it for Wolves inside the Grimsby penalty area. They'll get a goal kick away to our right-hand side, courtesy of Jackson Smith. And we'll have that Celtic game for you as well, of course. Newcastle against Karabag as well. That's coming up in League Week 2. Plus we'll bring you another encounter of that enthralling match between Benfica and Real Madrid on Talksport 2 on Wednesday night too. On this near side, picked up short. And away down this left-hand touchline. Green's on the charge here. Can he get the other side of Mosquera? Oh, that's a soft one, I think. I'll look to the professional alongside me, but I think he's bought that Mosquera.
Yeah, I think so. You can just see now he's overcooking it as well. Now he's got in the right position. And I think just the contact there from Green, the slightest. And I'm surprised that the referee Sam Barrett's given that one, because he has allowed a lot to float.
David Artell again. Thomas Bramall stood there. It seems quite good-natured between Artell and the Wolves bench right now, but I think he is pointing out that he bought that one, and Artell not impressed, I think it's fair to say. Here's a header from the edge of the penalty area for Adekadare. He knocks it down, then gets his right boot to it, across the box. Oh, and it's just gone behind Armstrong, who'll still hold it up, tees it up for Mane, who fires over the bar from 12 yards out with his left foot.
Well, I just don't understand what Armstrong's doing there. You just got to swivel, get the shot away there. Man, he's calling for it. It's an excellent ball in from Adekadare as well. Just felt it in between the last defender and goalkeeper. It held up as well because Armstrong was actually just going to tap it in at the back post area.
Well, he hasn't scored since December the 9th, Armstrong, and he's not adding to it here so far. Justin Almazor comes on, final change for Grimsby to replace Dara Burns, who had a really good first half, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was really impressive. You know, second half, I think across the board, I think for Grimsby have not quite been at it. I think Wolves have shown their quality, their dominance.
I'm assuming Wolves maybe not planning on any substitutes. We've only got 7.5 minutes left to go here, and it remains Grimsby 0, Wolves 1. That's a flick over the top and into the corner here, which Chichara's going to let run out of play for what will be a throw-in for Wolves. You're listening to the FA Cup live on Talksport 2 with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability. Price may vary. 7 minutes remaining. What can Grimsby do to get themselves on terms and maybe take us into extra time? The Leeds have already beaten Birmingham today after extra time. In fact, it was after penalties. 4-2. The shootout at St Andrews was won by the Premier League side. And at the moment, this Premier League side are going through to round 5 as the ball is slipped through that time by Turdi towards the edge of the penalty area, but just didn't fall nicely that time for Sellers Fleming. They have it on that right-hand side again, Grimsby. All the pressure, and Muller-Wolfer just holding up on that far side. The new man on the field, Justin Amalazor, that's cut across the penalty area, comes towards the edge of the penalty area. Here's Staunton, left-footed, and sends it against the advertising hoardings above the stand and out of play for what will be a goal kick to Wolves, which I'm pretty sure Sam Johnson will take his time over.
Yeah, definitely, but Staunton has that. I don't mind them taking it on. Amaluzar as well, he's come on, he's done well, positive influence as well, end product, good crosses coming into the box.
8,594 in here today, some way off the record attendance here, which was for that FA Cup tie in 1937 between these two sides at Blundell Park. On that occasion, it was another victory for Wolves, which is where we're heading today with 6 minutes remaining here. They lead by a goal to nil. Grimsby 0, Wolves 1. Santiago Bueno's goal. Chachoa down the right-hand side towards the edge of the penalty area. Excellent from Staunton. Gets it forward as well. Picked out Sellers Fleming, but he couldn't do much with it. And João Gomez will pick it up down the right. Now, Chachoa towards the byline. Right-footed ball. Popped across. Up in the air off the head of McJanet. McJanet gets it away. Manet with a strike. And it's blocked out brilliantly that time by Kuri. They have it back though with Andre. The pressure is relentless right now from Wolves. Chachoa down this near side. Here's Andre towards João Gomez. João Gomez looks for the run of Chachoa down this near side. He'll put the cross in, right-footed, and that's going to be gathered quite comfortably by Jackson Smith at the far edge of his 6-yard box.
Yeah, but again, just that combination of Andre and João Gomez, just so composed, real understanding when to play, when to go and fight, when to go and compete, but the positioning and technical ability can't be questioned at all.
It also feels like they've kind of got the measure of conditions now, Wolves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're able to play their football in the way they want to, even though the pitch is cutting up all over the place. It's not proving to be the leveller in this second half, but it was in the opening 45 minutes. Staunton on this left-hand side, roared on by the home supporters to go forward. Here he comes, left-footed ball swung in. Anikadale gets across him. David Artel rubs his face as if to say, why did it take him so long to put that ball in? Throw in down this near side. Staunton has it again. Maybe he'll be quicker this time. Instead he goes into the box. Decent ball in towards Kuri. And then at the edge of the penalty area going down is Sellers Fleming. Nothing doing from the referee, Sam Barrett. Down this near side, here is Manet. Gives it short this time, and now on the charge is Armstrong towards the corner flag down this right-hand side. Ball holds up towards the edge of the penalty area. Armstrong, ball at feet. João Gomez is arriving. There's more support coming for Wolves, but he goes behind them all and finds Krejci. Krejci out to that far side. Muller-Wolfer's there. Back to Ladislav Krejci. Muller-Wolfer, the Norwegian, cuts infield this time, and he's coming all the way back towards Mosquera. In fact, he's forced back towards halfway, and he brings Sam Johnson into the game at the edge of his own penalty area away to our left-hand side. That's some bit of backtracking by Muller-Wolfer on that far side. Does give Grimsby possession. Down that right-hand side again. Forward they come. Onto halfway, where it's picked up by Desaturi again. Now out to this near side, McJanet has it. Staunton wants it on halfway. Left-hand side for Grimsby Town. Black and white shirts filing forward. Sellers Fleming cuts in onto his right foot. Early ball played in. Quality wasn't good enough. Bueno just cuts it out. Now on that right-hand side, here's Harvey Rogers. Rogers towards the edge of the box. Needs some support and options, which he finds from Kourik. Here's Staunton. Now what can Staunton deliver? Works it again, this time onto his right foot. Playing the ball around Grimsby, trying to move this Wolves defence. Artel's happy. He's saying now to go wide to the right-hand side, but it's not coming. Instead, it's coming to the left once more, as it's helped on its way by McJanet to Staunton. He's closed down by Mane. Now Staunton, opening up for him. Clips it wide to that left-hand side. Maybe a chance here to get the ball in for Kourik. Is he fouled? The referee says no. The challenge from João Gomes was a fair one, but Grimsby have it back. David Artel again in the ear of Thomas Bramall, furious with that decision from the referee. Cut inside, Sellers Fleming. Now back to McJanet. Now to the right-hand side. Here's Rogers. Rogers then, couple of touches. Infield he heads towards the edge of the box. Now a chance for Staunton on his left foot. Left-footed ball's an excellent one, and Mosquera is there to volley it clear from the edge of the 6-yard box.
Yeah, much better. Great movement as well from Grimsby. Excellent ball in from Staunton. Had to be defended well. Mosquera, who's been outstanding, hasn't he? Positioning defensively. Those first contacts, he's going and winning.
Fulham have delivered an equaliser in the game at the Bet 365 midway through that second half. Kevin, the goal scorer for Fulham. And a change here for Wolves, that first of the afternoon, and sees Andre departing, and Sean Rickner-Bellegarde will come on to see out the final few minutes. 8th FA Cup appearance for him, 4th substitute appearance in a row. Andre back from injury, and a fairly hefty shift from him this afternoon for Wolves. 1 minute of normal time to play down this left-hand side. What can the team from League Two do? Sellers Fleming towards that back post, the header! Oh, what a chance that was for Andy Cook, and it's straight at Sam Johnson, who makes the comfortable save. That could be the chance, that could have been the moment for Grimsby Town to get a lifeline in this game.
Yeah, it was. It's an excellent ball in, and he knew exactly, he read the flight of the ball. All the pace was on the cross. He just tried to go to that near post. I think he's got to go back across from where it came there. Sam Johnson was positioned very, very well, but straight at the goalkeeper. Comfortable for one.
It was an easy save, and is that first away win since last April coming the way of Wolverhampton Wanderers today. 20 seconds plus added time to play here. Cook goes up and wins another header, this one in the centre circle. Bellegarde tries to get in there, and Armstrong does well to pick it up. Skips away from Rogers, and Bellegarde on that far side. Surely that's a foul. No, says Sam Barrett. And Bellegarde's away. Left-footed ball across the box. Adekadare's coming in, and it's dealt with by Staunton brilliantly at the edge of the 6-yard area. We'll see an additional 4 minutes of added time. Was that a foul? I thought that was a foul, Chris.
Nah, I never thought it was a foul there.
Throw in on that far side for Wolves, and they'll take their time over this. This time Mosquera's not going for it. And I think Santiago Bueno's telling Chichard to go forward down this right-hand side. Muller-Wolfert is going to be the one to deliver it on that far side into the penalty area. Adekadare knocks it down. Bellegarde almost came. Armstrong tees that one up for João Gomes, and he just toe pokes it over the top of the crossbar and wide of the left hand upright, and it will be a goal kick away to our right-hand side for Grimsby. We've almost had a minute of the 4 added here on Talksport 2. The magic of the FA Cup. Is there a bit of magic and romance to come in the final 3 minutes of added time for Grimsby Town?
Yeah, Dave Artel, he's not too happy here, talking to the 4th official. Just needs to be a little bit more direct. He's wanting crosses to be going into that box, asking that question.
Certainly need to up the pressure. The clock is ticking. Time is running out for Artel's Grimsby Town side, and that FA Cup journey has seen them beat 3 non-league opponents already this season is about to come to a shuddering halt at the hands of the Premier League's bottom side, who may well win away for the first time this season. But here's a chance inside the box. Is he going to finish it? Sellers Fleming? No, he's not. His shot is blocked. He took too long. It's Santiago Buena, the goal scorer with the block. and then the second time round the ball's cleared from inside the penalty area. What an opportunity, but they go again with possession on this near side. Staunton has the throw, level with the edge of the box, and the referee just waiting a moment. I think it may be David Artell's going to get himself booked here, because the referee's wandering over. He's been in Thomas Bramall's ear for about the last 5 minutes or so, and Sam Barrett says enough is enough, and he's going to get booked.
Yeah, but I think he's right with what he's saying, David Artell. It was a free kick. You know, I think it's he's in the air and he's taken out. I think it's Bueno going into the back of him there. Big opportunity as well. Taking that first touch, get the shot away a little bit quicker. Fantastic from Bueno, getting across, getting that block in.
Yeah, Tyrrell Sellers-Fleming, he's only got 2 FA Cup goals in his career. He should have had a third, or at least got the shot away quicker to test Sam Johnston than allowing Bueno to get the block in. 90 seconds of added time to play. Grimsby 0, Wolves 1, but it's the home side on the attack. McJanet, Adekadare goes to ground. Not for the first time in this game. It's put into the edge of the box by Tyrrell Warren all along the ground, and Adekadare will win that header. Mane on this near side will just flick a ball forward and probably hope it goes into touch, which it does. Grimsby will have the throw. Staunton has it down this left-hand side. 3 of the 4 minutes added have been played. Here's Staunton advancing towards halfway, forced back by the referee, and then in the end gives it to McJanet, who will just launch it forward. Cook's coming after it. Santiago Bueno's there with the header away. Mane will just come in, and the driven ball forward from Staunton. Well, they feel it deflected off Mane on that occasion. Sam Barrett not interested, and it's a throw on this near side for Wolves. Going to be taken by Mosquera, midway inside his own half. Adekadare just trying to push Staunton out the way. He'll be the target. He's a tug of war, Adekadare, between McJanet and Staunton. The ball comes loose for a throw to Grimsby. Last chance saloon for the League Two side. And it's Cook who tried to get up to win that. Straight into touch on this near side. They'll get one more throw, but we're in the dying seconds of the 4 added minutes at Blundell Park. Staunton takes it short. Here's McJanet. He's going to launch it forward. Sam Barrett will, I'm sure, have a look at his watch in a moment. Rogers is there. He gets the flick on. Justin takes it down on the far side. Little back heel forward, goes nowhere. The clearance comes to McJanet inside the centre circle. Right-footed ball forward is blocked. It's cleared away by Chichoa up towards Adekadare. McJanet's there with a header. He's been excellent throughout this game. Now, is there one last surge coming? Jezaturi on that far side does well. Justin on that far touchline onto his right foot, drills it across, takes a deflection. It's going to be a corner. There's time for the corner, surely, with 35 seconds over, and here comes Jackson Smith.
Yeah, it's fantastic from Jezaturi as well. Going to Tamanuza, end product, putting balls in the box, defended well as well. What can he do? Goalkeeper's up. There's a little bit of chaos.
Listen to the noise in Blundell Park from the Grimsby Town supporters. We've had 5 minutes of added time. Here's Rhys Staunton to deliver from the far side. Left-footed. It's coming into the danger zone. Everyone's back. The goalkeeper's up. It's in the danger zone. It's Santiago Bueno. It gets the header away. Sam Barrett checks his watch and he blows the whistle. And there are blues around Blundell Park, and it's no surprise because the Premier League side have got the job done. A difficult day, the cold, the wind and the rain, but Rob Edwards' side, languishing at the foot of the Premier League, have won their first away game in all competitions since April last season, and they've done it with a clean sheet as well. But take nothing away from Grimsby Town. Atrocious conditions, 58 places between them in the football pyramid, and yet they gave Wolves one hell of a game of football. And David Artell will be incredibly proud of his Mariners this afternoon and the performance they've given here at Blundell Park. But in the end, the quality of the Premier League told, the quality of Santiago Bueno told. It's his goal that sends Wolves into round 5. Chris O'Welliver.
Yeah, I've got to say it was a hard-fought game. The quality shone through in the second half, but David Artell's Grimsby, now they gave it everything. Had a few little moments as well, but made the Wolves had to defend very, very well. No, I think Rob Edwards will be absolutely delighted from first minute. You know, I think they tried to get the ball down, they tried to play, they tried to kind of ask the questions in the right area. That pairing of Andre and João Gomes for me, on a different level altogether. And like you say, they got up to speed with the conditions, and like you say, controlled the second half, especially after they got that first goal.
I was going to say that the second half they seemed to come out with a different attitude, but also a different confidence. They seemed like they felt, actually we can play our football on this now. We've got the measure of it from the opening 45 minutes, and now we know what we need to do.
No, exactly. I think Grimsby won the toss. They went with the wind, and they had a little bit more pressure, keeping it. I think second half, Wolves just slowed it down. They used that space in the middle of the pitch as well, that overload in numbers as well, but just the control they had, winning the first contacts, if they didn't, picking up second balls, but in that transition, using the balls and using the flanks as well.
The boozer for Sam Barrett, the referee, who's smiling as he goes down the tunnel with the abuse that's being directed towards him. Just a quick word on Sam as he's just walked off. I thought he was very lenient at times today. I thought, and I understand where the Grimsby Town fans are coming from, there were maybe 3 or 4 occasions in that second half. I think you felt they were fouls, I felt they were fouls, but he gave nothing, and they would have been quite promising positions for Grimsby Town.
And I think that's why David Artell was frustrated, and in the ear of the fourth official, and rightfully so. I think Sam Barrett, he did let a lot go, but you just want a little bit more consistency there.
In terms of, let's talk about Grimsby Town for a moment. They've come up against a Premier League side, regardless of what you say about Wolves and that perilous position that they find themselves in en route to the Championship. Grimsby gave a good account of themselves today, didn't they? They worked hard, they tried to play to their strengths. The atmosphere here was fantastic, and this will just be another learning curve and a stepping stone as they try to get into those playoffs and get themselves promoted.
No, they're in a fantastic position, aren't they? And there's a lot more positives to take from this game today. Can that be the catalyst now just to kick them on now and get where they deserve to be?
They haven't got promotion from the third tier since 2003-2004, so if they can do it, it will be a massive moment. And add to that the win against Manchester United earlier this season, and it would have been a fantastic campaign for them. I think there's no doubt about that. Right, it's time to pick your man of the match, Chris, with McDonald's.
Man of the Match on Talksport 2 with McDonald's. The Big Arch is here to stay at McDonald's with its very own delicious sauce. Available from 11 a.m, subject to availability, price and participation may vary.
So, from all the performances out there today, I mean, I've got my thoughts, but it's down to you to try and pick the man of the match. Let's see if our telepathy links up together, Chris. Who's the man of the match?
You should know where I'm going with this. Joe Gomez for me. I think he was outstanding. Just picking up second balls in that transition, playing forward. He could do the hard yards, sit and protect, but on the ball, he was driving forward, getting himself in some fantastic positions, all about end product.
See, I wasn't going there.
I was
thinking Santiago Bueno.
Because he got the goal.
Well, no, but defensive organisation, that block at the end as well,
was outstanding
against Sellers Fleming. I thought was a massive moment. But absolutely, João Gomez then gets the award, and that's all thanks to McDonald's.